All right,
There
sorry.
we go. Oh, we went right in hot. Oh, now we're not. Now we are.
All
All right, what's up?
Don't address the technical difficulties, but we're fine.
No, we have a reigning, defended, JJ and I, we're now calling this bug Bork Lesnar. And he's sending us to Sound Suplex City. But we're good. We're back. So, what a booming week here. We got we live. As you can hear, we got Jeff, we got Mario, we got Charlie. I've used so many different nicknames for you. I don't know what your preference is.
I don't know. It depends on what day of the week it is,
Yeah,
I guess.
Chuckles that was the thing for a little bit. Chucky.
Yeah.
What?
You know, you actually, like, there was this one time.
The Medicine Man?
Sarah,
sorry, go ahead.
That's all right. No, you're the only person that I can respond to calling me Chuck. Just, everyone else can rub me raw.
Yeah,
So I'm
like
like,
I
all right.
do that.
It's like, oh, sorry, I couldn't hear you. Wasn't listening. How's it going, man? It's good to be back.
Good.
This
Yeah,
is
no,
nice.
welcome back.
From the land of the COVID.
It is.
Can't say that word on the internet.
Oh yeah, now we're
didn't break.
banned. Shadow banned. Shadow banned.
There's no warning.
No, but-
Algorithm's just pushing us to the back of the line again.
But yeah, we gotta go. This is almost gonna be horror day here. We got some, although they're not technically all slasher horror, but we got a lot of horror going on here.
Catch us up.
Horror.
Bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor.
Shout out to all the Quentin Tarantino fans out there
Yes,
who are
thank you.
tuning in. We didn't realize there were so many folks out there hungry
Yeah.
for Tarantino content.
Yeah, we are going to be talking about him today. Had the new video archives podcast drop. We have we got to get some of their sweet pod swag, and then we're going to put ourselves on pod swag. Where our friends David Hook, the other Hook, Porcher, he's drawn up some sketches right there. And JJ, yeah, that first one we know is yours. 100 is going to be yours. So yeah, we're going to be talking about QT. A lot of cool comments, but one of them is talking about what that 10 film is going to be. And one of them really hit it out of the park, and we're going to be talking about that a little later. Quentin Tarantino presents
Showgirls.
Flash Gordon. Oh my God, Showgirls is another one though.
Scariest movie of all time, man.
I was a huge fan of Saved by the Bell, The Naked Years. I don't know why that got so much heat.
I mean, look what it did to Screech.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Rest in peace, Screech, man. He's gone.
Oh yeah, he is gone, isn't he?
Dustin
Wait,
Diamond
is he
Dallas.
gone?
Screech is gone.
Yeah,
Oh,
like stage 10 million cancer.
Oh man, I lost track of him. Oh, there we are. I lost track of him after. Didn't he like stab somebody too? And then he didn't get invited to the Peacock show.
Screech stabbed a guy? No, I
Yeah,
don't think so.
I think Screech stabbed a guy.
I don't know about that.
Hashtag.
It's just crazy.
We might have to check that out.
I thought it would have been Zach for sure. He looks like a psycho.
Right.
Zach Morris is trash. That's a very popular meme on Funny or Die, and it just goes back and shows how much of a POS Zach was to like his friends, his girlfriends, pretty much to everybody. Preppy was a prick.
Yeah.
Can we say that? Can we say that on
You
here?
said it.
I said it.
It's been said.
Yeah, it's been said.
There's no taking it back now.
Yeah, we cannot undo this. But let's start with. Oh man, I wonder if I can find that meme. So I want to start off with bodies, but I also want to talk about Pete Davidson as a whole. So I did see bodies at Alamo Drafthouse, and they have the best pre-roll in the game. It's still really well put together, and they pulled up a video, and I had that moment. Do you guys remember Muppet Babies?
Yes.
I felt like
Of course.
Jim Henson presents Muppet Babies if Pete Davidson was starring in Muppet Babies.
Boy.
Yeah, just something about seeing 16-year-old
Sounds
Pete
wrong.
Davidson on an interview that looks like it was for, public access TV. And then he's talking about Bill Burr and doing like his first stand-up, and he's been writing since like 12 years old.
I saw the clip. Was that Central Islip TV?
That
Looked a
might
little
have
bit
been.
like it.
That might have been. Well, I mean, he was Staten Island, the rival to Long
The king
Island,
of Staten
one of the
Island.
rivals.
It
to
came
Long
on
Island.
right after March of the Wooden
Yeah,
Soldiers.
exactly. And Davy and Goliath. But quick social media update if we want to be talking about Pete Davidson here, if you can zoom in on that. I thought this was dark
Yeah.
but funny, which is how his humor goes. Pete Davidson is banging his way up the Illuminati ladder to find out what really happened to his dad on 9/11, which I thought was dark. But if you can see there, obviously...
That's an excellent use of social media.
Yeah. But if you see, he's holding hands
Wednesday.
with Martha Stewart, with his now ex-wife, Kim, KKK.
The KK?
Yeah. So, Pete Davidson, you better hide your girls, hide your wife.
He's just running through them, bro.
Yeah, I was just like,
It's like,
everyone
slow
would have
down,
thought, if
kid.
you thought he was going to be a modern-day Screech, you're wrong, because this guy... Can I say it? No, I can't. We don't want to drop an
He's
F-bomb
definitely
early.
Slater.
Yeah, he's definitely more of a Slater. But yeah, I don't know if you want to play a little clip of Pete Davidson as a Muppet Baby, but it's really if you don't want to sit through here, just search Pete Davidson 16-year-old interview, and when he
was on Late Night with Johnny P.
Johnny P, which was
Oh, yeah.
definitely Staten Island television.
That's good, you know.
But look at this, dude! Look at this. That's Pete Davidson as a Muppet Baby. That's the only way. He sounds exactly the same. He has the same haircut. He dresses the same. It's just he's got a 16-year-old voice.
He looks younger than 16 here.
Yeah.
Influence you in stand-up? What kind you going?
My favorite comedian probably be Bill Burr.
He looks 12, but he's 16. It's so crazy.
He's like an unripened
Bill Burr's
banana.
pretty funny. He's,
Pete Davidson, the unripe banana.
It's a song.
I'm a banana.
I just can't take my eyes off it. It's incredible. And just to think, dude, this guy's got the sack at 16 years old to jump up and do stand-up on a stage. That's not easy.
He's on Late Night with Johnny P.
It's like-
Wouldn't you-
First guest. Look.
Look in the background. Well, you need to water your weed plants. Look at the little. It's hot out here, y'all. It's Staten Island. What do you want?
That must be hard.
It is. Watch.
I mean,
And I love it that he still has the 16-year-old humor, too.
I was in third grade.
Do you think he was pulling all the girls in his 6th grade class?
I think
What,
so.
what grade is this?
probably everyone in Staten Island.
Yeah, I think he was. I mean, girls love funny, right?
Yeah,
And I
just,
think he is. But I can't believe he's not going to be on SNL next season, because
I know, that's-
he became like an instant classic, right? Like the minute you saw him, you knew he was it. But you had no idea he was going to take pop culture by storm, right?
Yep.
You knew he was going to be the funniest guy in town.
In the bit, yeah. If he was in the bit, you knew it was going to be funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so I mean, I'm a mark for him, so I totally went to see Bodies, because I'm like, you got a slasher movie with Pete Davidson? I'm in. And the only way I can pitch this, Mario, I kind of pitched this to you. It is if they made Clue for the TikTok generation. What would Agatha Christie look like on TikTok? Bodies.
Okay.
And I don't know.
I like that pitch. I didn't get to see it though.
It's worth seeing. It's a quick hitter too. We need to get back to these 90-minute movies. We're in, we're out. We need a quickie. We can't always commit to that. So I think we need that quickie. I don't know.
I mean, I definitely
folks,
felt
you
that
know.
way about Bullet Train. I thought that could have used a trim, but yeah.
Yeah, that totally.
I feel like folks are now trying to make their films over 2 hours on the regular, and that's uncalled for.
Yeah. Well, what would our boy from
Some good 90
The
minutes.
Offer say about that? Ruddy, I can't make this film. This piece of shit. It's 2 inches thick, Ruddy.
And also with like him removing all his tattoos. Like, what's that saying? Like,
Oh yeah, because all his tattoos were
Did he?
gone. Wait,
did
was
he
that
go adult?
CGI or did he really remove them all?
No, he's like taking them off his neck and his hands.
Really?
Yeah.
So
don't
yeah,
know
there
what-
was a
Yeah,
scene-
he's having like a long process to
Yeah.
remove them all.
Oh wow, because didn't he do them himself, DIY?
I don't know if he did all
I
of
think
them.
he has some of them.
Some he can't reach.
I think he did some of them live on camera in that movie.
Oh well, I can tell you when you first see him on the screen and he's underwater, it's the first thing you notice. It's literally, you know that feeling when you realize Donald Duck's not wearing any pants? That's how I felt like seeing Pete Davidson with no tattoos. I was like,
Yeah.
wait a minute, where's all his tattoos?
What's going on here?
It's gonna look strange, don't you think?
Yeah. No, it's gonna definitely look like, oh, I just got my braces out. Now my
Yeah.
teeth look so big. But He's a star. I mean, I'm all for, you know, you had the King of Staten Island and
he's
now
a
this.
good one.
Do you want to throw the spoiler warning up before we talking about bodies, and then and this is a twist that I don't know if I necessarily. I'm willing to make this a non-spoiler review if you guys think you're going to commit to the bit and go see it, because it's worth it. Because I don't think you'll guess this. I don't think you will guess the twist.
Man, I think I might see it, but I don't know when. I don't know. How do you feel about it?
I will watch it.
Okay, I'm not. Then we'll retract that spoiler warning because
No, go ahead and do it. Go ahead.
No,
I'm ready.
Well, and honestly, I don't even know if I tell you what the twist is, it's not going to be as eventful as when the twist is revealed on the screen.
Is it like a Usual Suspects twist or like a
yeah, I would say it's
like
pretty
Freaky
close.
Friday twist?
If Freaky Friday twist had a baby with Usual Suspects twist, it would be bodies twist.
I'll take it.
Yeah, right. I don't want to ruin it. I take it back. I don't want to ruin it.
Okay.
This is what people get on the internet for people to ruin movies
spoiling.
for them.
Spoiler alert!
So I will give you one spoiler. You want it?
Yeah.
All right. Pete Davidson is the first one to die, and he's the one that kicks off the events of this night, which is...
Are we talking about Suicide Squad 2?
Oh, that's right. He was in that, too. He did die first.
Pete Davidson has come up with an amazing way to book himself in every movie.
Right.
Just
Okay,
be
bro,
the first
I'll
guy
be-
to get killed.
I'll be in your movie,
He's a
but
time traveler.
you just got to freaking kill me right away. No, it was...
Yeah, time travel.
He kicks it all off. So the premise is they're all doing coke at a hurricane party. So at first you're just thinking, okay, it's a drug party. Have you guys been to a hurricane party?
No, what
not
is a
falling for
hurricane
that one.
party?
A hurricane party just means you know this place is about to get fucked up, so you just get a bunch of drugs and liquor and you
then
just
just
go to
go
the house.
wait it out.
Yeah, and you wait
So
it
that's
out.
a thing?
Yeah, that's a thing.
Okay, no, I
So-
never had one.
So that's how it starts off. To like, we got some booze, we got some food, we got some drugs. You know what's funny? Alamo's whole
the
thing
hurricane.
before that was all just like all these cocaine warnings and ads and stuff. And I was like, oh, that must be a big part of the plot.
Yeah.
that was in there.
Alamo
But-
gave cocaine warnings?
Yeah. Well, no,
wow.
they're fake. The fake ones from the '80s. This
Oh,
is your
gotcha.
drugs. This
Oh,
is your
yeah.
brain on drugs.
When
Any
you walked in
question?
on your dad and he's
Yeah.
just
But
in Colorado, Dad, what are you doing?
and they also did a really nice twist too. That everybody in here, you know, these are all young up and comers. Pete Davidson is the main event of this movie, but before Bodies, they were in and they were showing them all in their other flicks, which I thought was really cool.
Okay.
But people, after Pete Davidson dies, people start getting together, trying to get it really gets big into paranoia of just like, well, where were you? Or how, you know, when did you get there? How long did I know you? But then they really did huge commentary on the woke generation. Because they're like, you're not letting me be in my safe space. You're not letting me be heard. They were just really going. And the poster was great. It just had a bunch of eyeballs and it said, this is not a safe space. And it just had knives and eyeballs. So,
So you can't have your companion animal with you.
yeah, exactly. There's no emotional support
Yeah.
animal that's
Ma'am,
in here.
You have to leave the iguana. I'm sorry. You can't bring that into the theater.
But
So this movie, though, it's like I read a review of it, and it's saying, I watched the YouTube video, but like they talk about
I cliff notes too.
the characters are supposedly like really annoying, right? Like they're kind of like almost unlikable.
a couple of them, but they came off as, and that's what gave it that horror feel. They all came off as they could have been at Friday the 13th, you know, Camp Crystal Lake. That okay, all of these characters in a way could be disposable because they're all rich. That's the twist. They're all, well, that's not the actual twist, but that's the difference is they're all filthy rich. So, and there's one girl who brings her girlfriend and they're big on that relationship of bringing this girl and you're not sure where she came from and she has a Russian accent and they're like, maybe she's from the wrong side of the tracks. Like, you know, Danny LaRusso dating Allie. Just like you got that vibe. Just like, oh, she might be too good for you. But then you find out she was in rehab.
What are her intentions?
Yeah, so I really think it.
And that's the lady from Borat, right?
Yes. Oh yeah, and she's fantastic. She's really, really good in it. So I'm gonna hold on. Well, you guys talk amongst yourselves. I'm gonna pull up because I want to get
shout out
Talk
to
amongst
people.
ourselves.
Oh wait, I thought that's what we're doing.
Dogs amongst themselves.
I thought that's what we're doing.
Welcome to Coffee Talk.
So yeah, I want to give these shout outs. So Rachel Sanat, right? Is that her name? I don't think Snot's her name.
Rachel Snot? Is that what you just said?
Sounds like a pen name.
Senat. Is it Senat?
Is this? Are you looking up the actress from Borat?
Yeah, I was actually gonna pull up all the casts.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, so it's because again, it's worth shouting them out on there because they really did a good job. So yeah, Amanda Steinberg, Maria Balakalova, Meyer, Chase Sui Wonders, Rachel Sanat, Lee Pace, and Pete Davidson. That's the cast. So and they had a lot of custom music by Disaster Piece. That was in there too. So it was very this generation's version of Clue. And to me, I'm telling you, A24, they're giving the vibe that is just like the same vibe that you got with Blumhouse. Everything they hit. Yep. If you see that logo, you want to go see their film.
It was good stuff. It's like when Twisted started coming on the scene. You knew that logo, the barbed wire twisting up, was like,
oh yeah,
this is gonna be pretty good.
Yeah, exactly. They definitely have high quality control. So.
Yeah.
Chuckles is huge on screen today. Sorry, that was a last minute adjustment.
It's all right.
It's all right, but you're overtaking the screen.
I'm okay.
You'll love it when you play this back.
This is fine.
It's a good thing we didn't have a monitor for you today.
I'm freaking out, man.
Technical difficulties, man. Sorry.
Yeah, we were juggling a little bit. But you know what was crazy? I didn't know. Did you know this premiered here? At South by?
At South by, yeah. I remember it premiered at South by.
Oh, you did? Yeah. I must have been a tough ticket to get in because I would have loved to see that with that Austin South by crowd.
Most of the South by screenings are pretty hard to get into.
And to be honest, the only thing I didn't understand was they're calling it a black comedy horror. But there wasn't no huge comedy. Like, it was not... They weren't popping jokes. Pete Davidson was definitely freestyling and making fun of that woke generation like he could have been doing this on Weekend Update. But there was no jokes, but you were laughing at that because you were recognizing that, like, wow, have we really turned into that ridiculous of a society that you're sitting there with a gun and a knife. You're like, you're crowding me. I'm not in a safe space. They were just like dropping all the woke terms. I don't even know all the woke terms.
So it's a woke horror?
Yeah, no, well, it's almost anti-woke because the comedy is the wokeness of the mockery that's coming up with the woke terms.
Or it's because Pete Davidson is in it, and they're like, this is going to be funny. This has got Pete Davidson. It's good.
But that dude, he just gobbles up the screen.
Before we, Charles, what is your review of Pete Davidson? Could you give us your Pete Davidson review?
I like the dude. I didn't watch any of his movies until saw him on Saturday Night Live, and then I started finding like his stand-up that was out there.
You didn't see it.
I don't have like a poster of him on my wall or anything.
You didn't.
But I like him.
Yeah, I mean,
and the way he infiltrated the Kardashians was pretty. That was pretty. I don't know.
It just kind of ended abruptly. I think that was just a planned circuit. You know what I'm saying?
I can't tell.
And to piss off Kanye.
He had to take his shot. Dating the Kardashians. It's good for your career. It's good for your notoriety.
Yeah.
Really raises your stake, and then it's just over.
It's like Michael Jackson dating Liz Taylor for a hot minute.
Yeah, that's right.
Hey, it looks good on
that's
paper.
A thing.
Next, yeah.
Didn't Pete Davidson and Colin Jost, who's dating or married to Scarlett Johansson, didn't they buy a Staten Island ferry?
I heard that, but I don't even know what that means.
It's iconic. I guess
boat.
Iconic if you've seen King of Staten Island or Sex in the City. Right, or Spider-Man, right? It's seen it on there, but it's just got that iconic dark yellow, mustard, and red look to it. But they're big. They're always cracking Staten Island jokes on there for sure. And I'm a big fan of Colin Jost as well. I think him and Michael Shea do good on SNL Weekend Update.
Yeah,
I know
they're
they get a
good
lot of
duo.
heat, but they're funny when they like write each other jokes that they're not allowed to see before they read it, and then they got to
They
read it
laugh
on the
and
spot.
drop it on each other,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, that's good. So it's gonna be hard not having Pete Davidson on there because he never played a character. The only character he really played was Governor Cuomo.
He was Chad. He
Well,
did
he-
Chad, but that was kind of a version of him. as
Oh
well.
yeah, he did do Chad.
And then he was that when he was, when they're in that office and they're the rap duo.
Yeet
Like,
scared, yeet scared, yeet.
My mama didn't love me. Hold that. Flip that. Yeah. I have watched that video a few times.
Oh,
So
yeah.
Start your day with that one. Can't have a bad day.
That's like coffee. That's a good one to start.
While you're
on,
drinking your
so.
coffee.
Oh
Laugh to
man,
it.
now I feel like someone's gonna click on this if we trim this out, and they're gonna be like, "Here is the twist." And I never said the twist. I'm just bad at giving away spoilers as much as I am reading it.
We're not professional movie reviewers.
That's true.
They can watch Ebert for that.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
'cause-
Wait, who is a modern movie reviewer these days? Watch the Siskel? No, he's not around.
Well, I
Gene
think-
Shalit?
Yeah, which one?
Gene
Shalit. Golly.
Warner Wolf. No, that's the sports guy.
That dude's mustache.
Oh, Bill Simmons? No, what was his name on Showtime? He had his own movie review. He had
Bill Harris.
Bill Harris.
Bill Harris.
And we'll talk again. Yeah. Rex Reed.
And we'll talk again.
That's it. That's right. But I'm telling, the only reason I'm sticking to my guns in the spoilers because again, if I just say it, you'll be like, oh, that sucks, and you won't want to see it. But it feels better going down the journey and then feeling it. But I can tell you,
How much?
there's a good amount of blood, and for a horror movie, it gives that slasher feel. Do you guys remember the movie April Fool's Day?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's another one.
Which one is April Fool's Day?
April Fool's Day was when they were trying to really jump on horror holidays, and they made and I'll give you the swerve on April Fool's Day, right? It's just that was all a work, but then maybe it wasn't a work. Like all the people started dying, like, oh, surprise, April Fools, we got you. But then she's like, maybe I'm actually a psycho. So there was a big swerve on that, but that's the feel that you get. Like, is it or isn't it?
I do know of that movie, but I never saw it.
You
Like,
never
I
saw
can
it?
recall the box, and I actually listened to a podcast with Eli Roth and Quentin Tarantino talking about it, but I never
Oh, yeah.
actually saw it.
The box is the knife behind the back?
Right.
Yep. Here, let's do April Fool's Day.
Should have
We'll spoil that one.
Yeah.
Have to be redid.
The twist is it's all a joke. It's all an April Fool's prank. Isn't Biff Tannen in that one?
Biff Tannen is in that one.
That-
Yes,
yeah, okay.
he is. Biff Tannen is in that. Oh, there is no. Wow, it doesn't even make it to
his real name.
Wikipedia. No one took the time to put April Fool's Day on Wikipedia. 9 college students staying for a friend's remote island mansion begin to fall victim to an unseen murder over the April Fool's Day weekend. And I guess that's where they got the mansion, because in Bodies, 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 it's the rich people mansion. Right?
Is this
before
going towards the top 10 list that you were talking about? Or
No, but it could be. It very well
requires
could be.
a deuce?
It was, although this was 1986, I really did think it was sooner. So
that's the old-
let's
We have gone off the path. I forgot where we started.
Bodies, Bodies, Bodies.
Gotcha.
Yep. And we're ending Bodies, Bodies, Bodies. Half drunk Molly goes to her room and finds a wrapped present on her bed. She unwraps it, and the present is a nondescript Jack-in-the-Box. Savoring the surprise, she turns the handle slowly, and when Jack finally pops out, Nan, who knew Muffy from acting class, emerges from behind her and slits her throat with a razor. Molly screams, but then realizes she's not really bleeding and that Nan used a trick razor and stage blood. Laying on its side, the Jack-in-the-Box winks. Swerve!
Wait, there's a winking Jack in the
more.
Box
There's
was
a
the
wink.
twist?
Yeah, that was the twist.
Supposedly it's the Jack in the Box.
Yeah, so they just went through everything. I wonder if this would be considered a comedy too. Yeah, black comedy mystery slasher film. Produced by everyone, you know this guy, Frank Mancuso Jr.
Yes.
And yes, Biff Tannen and Thomas F. Wilson is it. And then it has the guy from that show G versus E. I don't remember what his actual acting name is. His actual name, not his acting name, but But anyway, that's the feel that bodies gives me. So it's clickbait. Yep, we're going to be clickbait. We may want to abort before we turn into really clickbait.
So I told you I was going to see this.
Yes.
I was going to go see it, but I got pulled in by a different movie.
Yes. And tell me
yeah.
about this because I only saw one
Have
trailer.
you seen the trailer for this one, Charles? I didn't even tell you what it is. Never mind.
No, I haven't seen that one.
It was I was just scanning through it and I saw this movie called what is it? The Fall?
The Fall,
Okay.
which is the only time I've seen the trailer for The Fall was before Bodies. And
Which,
I'm like,
you
cool,
can
I'm
see
going to
it-
go see it. And
you
then
can see the poster here on the thumbnail. But yeah, it was I just thought I saw it. It looks like it's a super low budget indie kind of a thing. You can tell it's done on a budget. But I just the spectacle of it just grabbed me. I was like, I feel like I want to see this on the big screen.
Yeah.
Because it's basically takes place at the top of a 2,000-foot high radio tower,
Okay.
and it's got I bet that if you could probably guess the plot, you could probably write the screenplay off the top of your head right now, and you'd know exactly how it goes, right? Like, what do you think the opening scene is? Having not seen any of it.
Truth, I dare you to climb to the top of this tower.
Well, no, that's close. But anyway, it's basically cliffhanger. They do cliffhanger.
They're
with-
adrenaline
with-
junkies,
with-
so they're
yeah.
going to do like spot jumping.
So they're doing like mountain climbing or whatever that is. Like free form. What do they call it? Where you're not strapped into anything and you're just climbing.
Oh, okay, with Gillian
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, they're basically on a climb. Something goes terribly wrong. Someone's killed, and our lead is traumatized. Can't climb anymore. She pretty much just drinks all the time. And her dad shows up and is like, "Why? You just drink now. You need to get yourself together." Anyway, friend returns, says, "Hey, we need to get you out of your rut. Let's go climb this radio tower."
Oh.
So they go do it. And
that's-
it's an out of commission radio tower. They're climbing it bare. And I don't know, do you ever watch those videos on Facebook or TikTok or whatever where folks climb really high things and
Jump
do a
off.
selfie stick?
No.
Those make me physically ill when I
Yeah.
play them.
Yeah.
And so this is like 90 minutes of that.
Oh my God.
So it's pretty good. It,
Definitely watch
again, it's fairly. I think you're pretty tense for the whole time as soon as they start climbing that tower, and you start seeing the perspective, and it's like a rusty old tower, bolts falling off of it. They're going higher and higher, and of course, it's pretty much like Cliffhanger, but this time they're YouTubers, right?
I was just about to say cliffhanger. Sorry.
So I would play the trailer anyway.
Yeah, we'll get booted because
I recommend watching it for sure, and I can't say that it's definitely worth going to the theater for, but you want to see it on the biggest screen because it's all about getting dizzy,
Yeah.
seeing them climb.
Ooh, in IMAX. You imagine that?
Well, here I was just reading about it. It
Really
says it was
good.
filmed in IMAX format
Oh, well,
in the
let's go.
Shadow Mountains in California. So did they use an IMAX camera?
I mean, I think with digital now they can film. Basically, the resolution is so high, you shoot IMAX digital.
Oh, I got
I
it.
don't think they did IMAX film.
Got it. Yeah, because I wasn't sure. But I mean, it's $3 million. It just came out last week, and it made $2.8 million. So it already made its cash back. It looks like a lot. I wonder how much of that budget went to Negan, Jeffrey Dean Morgan as James.
Yeah, he did. He got about a half a day's work on that one.
That was it?
He just shows up at the beginning, tells his daughter to quit drinking and get over it.
He's
You
the
had-
dad.
You had a horrible, traumatizing climbing accident. Get out of here, and then he's gone, and he comes back at the very last scene.
He's the reason I quit watching The Walking Dead.
Oh, really?
Like when he just came in and started bashing heads. I was
Yeah,
like,
that's when it jumped the shark. It jumped the shark for a lot of people on that.
anymore.
So I'm just glazing through because I don't want to see I don't know if there's a spoiler, but it looks like there's a pretty gnarly scene with a buzzard.
Buzzards are part of the plot there, of course. I'll do the spoiler thing real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, as they get injured, they're up there for days, I think. One of them's got like a bleeding injury. Buzzards can smell it.
Mm-hmm.
Gets nasty, man. Gets
Oh,
nasty.
really?
Yeah, you got buzzards coming for faces. It's good. I enjoyed it. You know, I think to me it was worth watching at the movies just because of, you know, the heights, dude. You got to see those wide frames and see them up there.
Well, I think it's those primal fears, right?
Yeah,
For
for
a
me,
while
that's
there,
what-
it was the getting stuck in a shark cage deep in the ocean, and
Yeah.
now this is the opposite.
Yeah, take
where
you
you're
up
getting
high.
stuck in the sky. This reminds me of, remember in 2010, remember Frozen when they're stuck at the top of the ski lift?
Yeah, it's a similar type of movie to Frozen. Also, like, what is it? Open water, where the folks were just stuck.
Oh man,
They just got left behind by the fishing boat.
I hated that movie.
Yeah,
well, I hated
that
the
was-
end. I guess I hate, but I mean, I guess it was real.
It's like you already knew the end.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
Like, man, I'm gonna watch it anyway.
And that was another movie right around the Blair Witch. Like, I think that was real. It's like, no, that wasn't real, but
Yeah,
it felt real.
They were getting you on that one.
Don't put reality into my escapism. But yeah,
where-
I mean,
where are these people?
again, I do appreciate the idea of seeing that in IMAX and just being completely immersed at the top of a radio tower, because I couldn't free dive, but I also couldn't free climb either, right? Because you have the free divers that do the same thing, just go down how far they can
Well, yeah,
push
that's
their
that-
lungs.
That diver that just broke the world record again.
Yeah.
Like in one breath.
So can you imagine just climbing up there with no net?
No. No, thank you.
Oh man, it's funny, Charlie. You told me a story. I don't remember what you're doing, and I don't know if I'm crossing any boundaries for sharing this story. Can I tell us the parasailing story with you?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, this to this day, it still freaks me out that you're like, oh, I did. It was parasailing, but you had a ring,
Yeah.
and you kept it in your mouth
Yes.
when you went up in the sky, and it was
Yes.
just like, how did you? I remember parasailing and seeing like all the rays and stuff, and it was super high, and the guys pulling it, they were dicks. I hope you're out there. I hope you get herpes in your eyebrows. But anyway,
Were you at Dick's parasailing?
yeah.
Are you not having a good time?
That's the theme. Is they treat you like crap
Yeah, it's just like, what are you
while they're
doing?
pulling you through the air.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Balloon.
They're just trolling you. But anyway, the thought that you went up that high and you kept it, and it reminded me, I was like, Charlie would be a good wrestler because, you know, when you gig yourself, they used to keep the razor in their mouth too.
Right.
That's like some serious gag control
It was
versus the gag reflex. That's gag control.
and to have to drink with it there all day long. Like we weren't going back to the hotel room, and we were gonna go out, and we ended up hanging out with these people that we met on the airplane, and we were just totally drinking all day. And man, when I was in the air, I was like, oh, thank God.
Yeah, I mean, you committed to the bit.
like,
Good
holy
for you.
moly.
So I think you could climb a radio tower.
I probably would. I take that back. Never mind. I totally would.
And
Yeah,
paint it-
I like the heights.
Climb it
I
up,
like the,
paint it John Deere green.
and then parachute off of it.
Yeah, the spot jumpers, right? That's another big thing.
yes.
And I thought that. So
I
this
would
was
base
the
jump.
idea with this, Mark. Were they spot jumpers or were they just free climbers?
No, they were just YouTubers
Oh, okay.
who would climb things and film it and put it on YouTube.
Oh, so there's no jumping involved.
There's no jumping involved. Maybe I oversold it by saying it's like cliffhanger. It's only like cliffhanger in the sense that
Damn it!
they hang off cliffs. At the beginning
Stallone
of
was
the
gonna
movie.
come out of nowhere. Don't go up on that tower. I'm warning you. Let him go.
That's a solid Stallone.
Yeah, that was great. Do that one again.
I mean, hey, you climb, dive, it don't matter. Just do.
Yeah, dude, that was good. That was really good. If they need to do ADR
I'm
for
parched.
cliffhanger too.
Okay, just,
He could have done
throw it there.
ADR on that Roombo video I sent you.
Oh yeah, Charlie, you missed these deep fakes. Last week we were going over the AI algorithm naming posters, but then this week's find, Mario, I don't want to show was they were deep faking Stallone over Schwarzenegger's body in the Terminator, but they called it Roombo. So they had Stallone's face, Arnold's body, but Roomba sounds. I don't know. I think you got to plug that account, Mario. 'cause
Had
that's-
William Dafoe as Sarah Connor.
Oh, yeah.
The account is Control Shift Face.
Control Shift Face, and tell the viewers out there how they may know Control Shift Face.
I'm gonna need all of these in a list.
You
how do
remember
we-
you pitched it to me that the Trey and Matt right? Don't they
Controls
own the
fit
company?
taste.
Oh, I don't know if they own that company.
Yeah, I think they own it because I know they were. You said they were going to make a deep fake, something called Deep
Oh,
Fake
right.
the movie.
They were doing a deep fake the movie that was supposed to happen before the Pandy shut everything down. Did you hear about this one?
Pandy.
It was like, and they were going to do a deep fake movie with a Trump lookalike. So someone, I guess the premise was going to be like a Trump body double, and they were going to put him in all these situations, have Trump doing all kinds of crazy stuff.
Wow. Okay. I mean,
I think it would have started World War III, but it might have been a hit.
yeah.
Yeah, so they created a viral video called Sassy Justice, and it turned into a 15-minute short with the Darth Maul voice actor, Peter Scanavanovs.
That
I
guy.
can't say his name, but yeah. So it turned into it, and then they were going to, with the working title, Deepfake the Movie, the pair spoke with the LA Times about the Unmade project, saying not a lot of people know that we were a day away from starting production on the first feature movie we have done since Team America. We were going to start shooting on the day of the Pandy shut everything down. It was months and months of getting ready just to be told, nope, it's over. They added, because I feel like they started the company or they are a part of it. Oh no, they have something. We have a deep fake company called Deep Voodoo.
Deep Voodoo. Okay,
Deep
no, this
Voodoo.
is an independent filmmaker dude on YouTube.
Got
Control Shift Face.
Control shift. Fix.
Yeah, it's pretty. It's prettier. I don't know. Are you gonna? In addition to Donald Trump, sassy.
When was the last time you did a proper cleanse of your test?
Sorry, YouTube ads. Man.
Nice ad. Let's see.
I thought, yeah.
Oh, you can't even see it.
Oh, there's Rimbo. I found
Oh,
him.
look, and Arnold is one of the punks.
He was a punk.
Oh, and they did Inglorious Bastards with Putin.
Look at the punks over here. Let's see. I hope we don't get shut down for this. Look, it's Jim Carrey and
It's
Arnold
Defoe.
are the punks, and
Brad
Brad Pitt.
Pitt.
And Brad Pitt. The cameos are crazy.
I thought I was confused because I was like, that doesn't look like Bill Paxton.
Subscribe.
Let's see if we get shut down. Let's not risk it. But anyway,
And that looks like Unfrozen Caveman Lawyer. Shout out to Phil Hartman.
so they do. So they do Arnold as Terminator. Anyway, Control Shift Face. Check out this site. It's crazy. This whole film is great.
Yeah, that's definitely worth
All right.
worth the look see.
We're spending some time on YouTube tonight.
All right, let's. You know what? I got some. We haven't done one in a couple of weeks. I think it's time. We've been sipping on El Generico here, but I think we should take a quick little breather, and then grab some weird beer, shall we?
Okay.
All right, we will BRB with some weird beer.
Want a beer? Mm-hmm. You know, this is really an interesting six-pack. See how it's completely covered? See the ends? Covered. Mm-hmm. That's so light won't get in. Light can spoil beer. And this is good beer, so they don't want light messing around with it.
Well, in that case, why don't we turn off the lights?
Where are you going?
To get a Stroh's.
That's about a 200-mile hike through heavy snow.
I know.
If you think of it, get two.
From one beer lover to another's
I don't know what to do. What would you do if you were me? America's got this beer. It's called Stroh's Light, and it's fire brewed. You know, it's not like any other beer. So I called the State Department and say, let's make a trade. Our cigars for your Stroh's Light. They say, Fidel, you're gonna have to forget about it.
It's not the same as other lights. It's fire-brewed Stroh's Light.
We're only 90 miles away. We can't even get a decent beer.
2, 1.
All right, we is back. See, got beers that are kind of weird.
Yeah.
Weird beers. Weird beers. Oh, sorry. Yeah, we're back. All right.
What are you doing? Are you checking TikTok in the middle of the live stream?
No, I was looking for the cues and I forgot no cues. All right, so today for our weird beer, this is going to be from our friends at Southern Star Brewing Company, home of Mission Pro Wrestling, out of Conroe, Texas. And I just caught this one. It caught my eye. It's like, yeah, let's do this one because it's beer for the people. And this one is called Lemon Pie.
Lemon pie.
Lemon pie, right there.
Full disclosure, I couldn't wait.
You already cracked it open. All right, we'll do an on-camera crack here, but as you can see, they kind of gimmicked it to make the lemon a nerd because he knows pie. Yes, so 12 ounces, and it's brewed and canned in Southern Star, Conroe, Texas.
You always want a little comedy with your beer.
You do.
names.
Yeah, this probably gets funnier the more you drink it. So lemon pie, it's lemon meringue flavored sour ale with lactose.
Ew.
So if you're lactose intolerant, get the hell out of here.
Snotty.
South ale with now. So what's it pack in here? Oh, it's 3.14.
3.14.
Wow.
Yeah, just like pie.
Look what they did.
Wait, that's good, but it's got to be stronger than that, right?
No, it's
It's 5.0.
Oh, 5.0.
5.0.
With my rag top down so my hair can blow. All right, so let's.
Shout out to that reference.
Yes. So we will give it a crack, give it a little pop right in front of the spit guard.
Ooh, ASMR.
All right, I'm gonna give it a little bit of pour. Hey, pour! You don't have to be poor anymore.
Jeez, that's his hair.
All right, I gave it a little bit too much head. But as you can see, it's not too. It's more of a golden than it is the yellow, wouldn't you say?
That's got a banquet Coors look to it.
Yeah. So Charlie, while this head comes down, and since you are our guest, why don't you give a little bit of description of the lemon pie?
Let's see. Here I'm going in.
What do you think, Charles?
Cheers.
Oh, okay. See, that's how you end up passed out naked in your front lawn.
Is this a sour? Is this a sour?
It's got some sour to
Oh,
it, but
yeah, let's see.
It's awesome.
All right, cheers.
It's like
Here we go.
It's like a lemonade and a beer had a baby. A lemon baby.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a sour, but in a different way.
But yeah, it doesn't have that sour, that tart, that pop that you get at the end. And
Wow.
I think
This
know
is
what it
actually.
is?
Oh yeah, I wish I had this.
I would.
when I went to
do we have
prom.
more of these? I would totally pound this and like get another one, dude.
This is actually
that's
pretty
dangerous.
good. It tastes like country time lemonade.
Yeah. Say.
Country time. It tastes like good old fashioned lemonade. You know
Oh
what
yeah,
it-
yeah.
You
If
know
you're
when you live
into,
naked, face down in your lawn.
I would say this: if you're not into sours, this is a sour for you.
Oh yeah, you know
If
what?
you're not into sours, this might be your sour.
Yeah, it doesn't cause the face pucker.
Do you think it's the meringue that they put in here that's cutting that sour pop?
It's the lactose. The lactose is chilling out the sour.
Siri, hey Siri, what is lactose?
I can't answer that. I'm intolerant. Hey, all right.
Yeah, it doesn't. I don't know if, and he's gonna dial in here soon. I don't know if Primo would approve of this beer though, right?
I don't know. I think he'd dig it.
I think because like a lot of his flavored beers, it really does like it punches you in the mouth in a good way.
He definitely likes a stiff drink.
Yeah, and this feels like this. It feels frothy like meringue. You can pound these, like you said. You can do.
I might drink 2 of these.
Yeah, this is easy. This is an easy drink.
Country Time Lemonade presents.
It's like,
what is it called again? What is this beer called again?
Lemon pie.
Lemon pie.
Lemon pie PI from Southern Star Brewing Company. So we probably were sitting in front of like a huge vat of this when we sponsored.
David LaGreca got thrown into this.
He got thrown into those. Yeah, you can check out our socials for that. We got a pretty good shot of that one.
Do you have a social media update for us
Yeah,
lately?
we do have some social updates here. I can give you a sneak peek of one that we're going to be popping here soon if you want to check it out. I'm going to give it to you I'm gonna give it to you with no context.
I want to give it to you, give it to you.
So go check that out.
Man, if it's quiet over here, it's because I'm drinking this beer like
I'm gonna give you no context.
like lemonade.
So
Whoa!
yes, no context. That's coming up next.
You can't see this, Charles, but
Okay.
that's Podcat was in your seat earlier.
Yeah. Yeah, here's
that's
the
pretty-
here's the OG shot before we danced it up. So she literally opened her mouth like she was getting ready to chat, and then we had a little bit of a zoom back. We literally caught her screaming in the mic.
I'm gonna fix this monitor situation next time.
Yeah, I
You know these technical they drive me nuts.
you know, it's funny you were talking
even
about
me
that.
nuts.
You know, the Den of Nerds live. He did an upgrade, and man, he has so many. Like he was literally screaming in the middle of the show. They felt so bad for him. They're like, oh man, there's just like, but you get it, right? It's technology. It's whack sometimes. It's totally whack.
Still works.
Yeah, well, I don't think, but I think that's really the only new one post that we had this week prepping in. Other than that, we did. Charlie, you called it. You know, we're just like, what GIF are we going to do to represent this show today?
No.
And we went with, you guessed it, get scared, get scared, get scared. So we had
There
no
he
choice.
is.
Yes.
Look at him. Yep. Living the dream.
Yeah, so that is our social media update. We've been getting some really good engagement on our YouTube videos. So yeah, about Quentin Tarantino's 10th film. So
Yeah.
if you want to add to that, check that out and engage with us. Engage. And just talk
Seriously,
about,
folks love Quentin Tarantino on YouTube.
yeah. I think I don't know, man.
He's more active. Like he likes to. I'm Quentin Tarantino. and I
Well,
can
he's
talk.
kind of back, right? Like he was sort of
Yeah.
in hiding for a little while. It seemed like.
Well, you know, one of the comments are something like, yeah, he hasn't made a good film in a while, and he's just been a mouthpiece, which I disagree with, because I think Once Upon a Time in Hollywood gets better with
Really?
each viewing. You don't like
It's
it?
justified. I don't know if I didn't like it. It was just like, I don't know. It was like I tried too hard on it. I don't know. Maybe I'll watch it. If you're saying that
You got to
gets-
watch it a
gets
few
better
times.
with
Yeah, you
a
got to
few
watch. I
times.
think I had that feeling. You know, I actually had that feeling with Inglorious Bastards.
Really?
Yeah, that one just got better and
Yes,
better. But
I
like
love that one.
Yeah, the first time
Yeah.
it hit,
All right.
and got better and better. And we were talking about this last week with Hateful Eight, played a little bit more like a
That was pretty
series,
good,
but
too.
all his films, they hold up. They get better with time. So it's kind of ironic that he's in video archives. You know, he bought that collection and he's going back and revisiting movies, and some are not holding up, some are holding up. Are any of his films that he did? Do you think there's any that are not going to hold up?
No, I don't think so. I mean, if anything, no, I don't think so. I think he's setting himself up to just be legend. He's already legend.
Yeah.
But he'll be more a legend because he'll never have that period where it's just kind of like, he's over the hill. Like, you know, some of these like 70s directors now, like De Palma, they make a film and it's kind of like, they're like, man,
Yeah.
feel bad for him,
That's
you know?
Sunday Sleeper.
Yeah, and you know, that's the whole, you know, where that I'm only making 10 films came from, because he actually has a phobia of that, a fear that he's going to show up all of a sudden and be over the hill.
Right.
It's a thing. You run out of ideas. Eventually, you just run out.
But
it
it's just
happens to
like,
everyone.
I just feel like that he hasn't hit that yet. So
Definitely not. There's a lot he can do. Like we talked about it. He can do a series. He can do comics. He can do stage plays.
Yeah.
He's going to get booked. He's going to book himself wherever he wants to do. He's doing a podcast. You think he's getting LinkedIn money for doing the voice?
dude, when he does that LinkedIn jobs, and he's like, he literally does this
LinkedIn.com.
He's getting that
Yeah,
sweet
he's bored.
LinkedIn cash.
Are you listening to that podcast, Charles?
I started listening to it.
Yeah, when
when you mentioned it the other day. So
yeah, because he
started
had
it.
Moonraker on there, and it's just like, that's a very decisive James Bond film, James Bond in space.
Yeah, and
So-
because talking about the 10th film, it's like
Yeah. But the
it gonna
Moonraker,
be?
I highly recommend not only the Moonraker episode to set you up, because that was Moonraker, Firefox, and Delirium they talk about, but the after show, which is like a like almost a part 2.
Richard Keel.
And it's more on Moonraker. Yeah, he gets into Jaws. He gets into, oh, man. And they get really heated, and it's, wow. You forget, like, that's how he got born into this industry of him and Roger Avery working at Video Archives, talking about movies every night. And now they're still doing it, and you feel like they haven't lost a beat. They're still talking about the same stuff. And Roger Avery's daughter in their Gala's on there. And when she jumps in, yesterday's episode, Mari, you talked about, you just finished it. That was the first time I feel like her and Quentin got into it a little bit. You feel that?
Which part are you talking about?
When they were talking about when she's like, I didn't find him likable. And he's like, why do you think they have to be likable? Like, why should they be likable? And it's just like, no.
I don't remember that part.
Yeah, it's like, no, it's just like, not that they're not likable. It's just, they just need to be interesting.
Which movie were they talking about?
Oh, they were talking about The Relic. Yeah, which I have not seen, The Keep, The Relic, or Cafe Express.
I always thought, I didn't realize Peter Hames directed The Relic. I always thought it was Guillermo del Toro.
Is that the...
Oh, so he didn't direct that?
Is that the one about the creature in the sewers?
I didn't watch the... I'm not sure which one that is.
That's the one in the museum.
I always thought that was directed by Guillermo del Toro.
So did I. Are we getting it mixed up with another film?
More homework.
Possible. Is there a movie called Relic and a movie called The Relic?
The Relic.
Yeah, let's check it out.
Look up The Relic.
But I was when I listened to the podcast yesterday, I started it late at night, and I actually stopped it about 15 minutes in or so to start watching Thief. When they were talking about Michael Mann,
oh yeah,
I was just like, I'm going to watch Thief for a little bit because I've actually never sat all the way through it.
Yeah, The Relic.
And honestly, I never thought Michael Mann was a visual stylist. I never realized that was a thing. I feel like his films, I never got that vibe from him. But the more I think about it, it's like a subtle thing the way he shoots stuff. But Thief is freaking awesome.
Yeah, I need to go back and watch. I mean, I watched Thief, but I haven't, and I probably watched it on VHS. But I have not gone back and watched it in a while. So I can see it getting pulled into that. Here's The Relic. It's a 1997 American monster horror film directed by Peter Hames and based on the best-selling 1995 novel Relic. Penelope Ann Miller and Tom Sizemore and Linda Hunt.
Yeah.
So it's not, there's no The Relic.
No, that is
the 87.
Is there a movie called Relic?
There is a movie called The Relic, and then it's based on a book called Relic. So let's see what we got to find out.
There was a lot of confusion on this one because also when they were talking about The Keep, I kept thinking they were talking about The Gate. Have you seen The Gate?
I
You
do
remember The Gate?
Yes. Yeah, I do remember The Gate.
It's basically Stranger Things but for real.
Yes, I do remember that. That was good.
85, 84. No.
But I kept thinking they were talking about The Gate. And then I watched the trailer for The Keep. I was like, oh, this is not that at all.
So, no. Well, what movie are we thinking
The Gate,
of?
1987 also.
That was... Oh, are we thinking of... We're getting Relic mixed up with Mimic?
Mimic!
Which was the same year. Also 1997.
Mimic. Bro. I thought it was... Yeah, I was thinking Mimic.
They're just dropping some 87
Mira
bombs on us.
Serrano was in it. And Norman Reedus was in that. Wow.
Norman Reedus. Look, check out the reference to Walking Dead also.
Yeah. It just ties it all together.
He was tight with Guillermo in his early days because he was also in Blade 2.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He was in Blade 2.
Dude.
Yeah, he was around for a while. Everyone's like overnight sensation 20 years later. But yeah,
he's
Mimic...
like, I was there on the scene.
If we had more time, I would love to listen to the podcast and watch the films and then come in and talk about the films as well.
Yeah.
I won't get a chance, but
that's what they do.
Yeah. And I got sidetracked by the movie that wasn't even the subject. They started talking about Thief, and I had to stop and watch Thief for a while.
I think it would be great for us to... And I think he's starting to do this, right? Because he start to pitch these movies that are showing at the New Beverly in glorious 35 millimeter.
Glorious 35 millimeter.
Yeah.
LinkedIn.com.
But I feel like that's what they're doing. What a great tie-in. Listen to the podcast, but we're going to show the movie, and then we're going to talk about it the week after, and then just show it at the New Beverly.
New Beverly is like, I feel like every screening is sold out all the time. Every time I ever check, just on a whim, I'm going to be like, I'm just going to fly to LA and go to New Beverly because that's how I roll. But like, every time you check it, every screening is sold out.
Yeah, they sell out fast.
And I don't know if I feel like that's just a thing that he does for fun, right? I mean, it can't be profitable even if every show's sold out. They're selling tickets for like $10 or whatever. It's cheaper than the regular movies,
right? Yeah, like $13 now for.
I don't know though, but I feel like he's selling out. He's selling merch. Like he brought it really back from. He turned it from a revival to like mainstream, and now he has a second theater that he just bought as well.
Bro, he's showing Reservoir Dogs right now today. I mean,
oh yeah,
that's yes.
So I just
Hey, look, I'm giving you a camera view, Charles. Now you can see some of the stuff that's going on.
Look at this.
Oh yeah, look at that. So
Pete Davidson, everybody.
So we're. I like the dancing skeletons behind you too. They're looking pretty sweet. So speaking of that, we were talking about the 10th movie last week, and we started getting some good engagement. And one of the comments really struck our fancy. We're like, "What that 10th film gonna be?" And we talked about this earlier. Quentin Tarantino presents Flash Gordon. How crazy would that be?
Okay. I mean, dipping his toe into that arena.
Because he's never really did sci-fi, and clearly he can do horror. Because again, Spawn Ranch scene in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is a horror movie.
That's
with
horror.
all those. That's horror. But like, how would he do? We got close, right? We almost got Star Trek. But what do you guys think Quentin Tarantino presents?
His version
Flash
of Star
Gordon?
Trek.
I think because I've been thinking about this for a while that they should do a Flash Gordon reboot with a black Flash Gordon. Right.
Oh man. Sorry, Lee. We got to talk. We got to do a full, proper film review of Flash Gordon, which is one of his favorite movies, and get him on the show for that. Sorry. Go ahead, Mario. Sorry, I just had to tell Lee that. That's all I had.
We're not talking about that. Talking about some other Flash Gordon.
So you're saying...
just picture this. I think this would be awesome. They do Flash Gordon. Let's book this. They do Flash Gordon, directed by Quentin Tarantino, starring Jamie Foxx as Flash Gordon.
Oh,
Flash Gordon,
booking.
Quarterback, New York Jets.
Yeah, Jets, Jets.
You do Flash Gordon, but do it in pretty much the same style as the original. Use the whole 1980s look.
Don't change the sauce.
Don't change much at all. Just recast it. Yeah. Get Jamie Foxx as Flash Gordon.
He would kill at that. What booking? He would kill that role.
Can you imagine the football scene? The football fight.
Forget it, Ming. Dale's with me. Boom.
Yeah.
And then go even further and dub his voice because Sam J. Jones is dubbed the whole movie.
Yeah. Sam Jones.
He got into a dispute with the producers, and he wouldn't come back for ADR, so they just replaced his entire voice.
I did not know that. Oh my god.
And anyway,
so who do we? So we got Jamie Foxx. Who do we got playing Ming the Merciless?
Christoph Waltz.
Oh my god, dude, get him on the phone. Hey Siri, call him. Something.
Just go ahead and tag him in this. Christoph Waltz is Ming.
That's a bingo.
Right?
No,
that's phenomenal.
You just say bingo.
Who's Voltan?
Oh, Voltan.
I mean, you've got to get the Tarantino regulars in there, so you need somebody for Voltan. I don't know who has that same kind of. What's the guy who plays Voltan's name?
Oh, hold on. That's not the Timothy Dalton character, right?
No, Timothy Dalton is Prince Baron.
Prince Baron, that's it.
But I feel like you could find maybe like Tarantino could finally use Chris Pine. He loves Chris Pine.
Yeah, he could. Yeah, he's
pull him out.
Easily you can beef up John Travolta or Michael Mann if you wanted to go to
John Travolta as Voltan. You just booked it. Okay, so we've got Jamie Foxx as Flash Gordon, Christoph Waltz as Ming, John Travolta as Voltan.
Oh man,
Christopher Pine as Prince Baron.
Yes, that's great booking. So we got who do we need? We need Dale.
Dale,
you're writing this right now, aren't you?
Dale, and what's the name of the scientist that comes with him?
Topol? No.
Well, that's the actual actor.
That's the actor. It's Hans Zarkov.
Hans Zarkov.
Hans Zarkov.
Oh man, but like Christoph Waltz could also be Hans Zarkov.
Oh my god, he could. Could he do double?
Maybe Leonardo DiCaprio is Ming the Merciless.
Oh my god, dude.
Why not?
And get Christoph.
Dude, he could totally do it. You put a bald cap on him.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Put a bald cap on him and the goatee, the triangular goatee. and you get Leonardo DiCaprio, Ming the Merciless, Christoph Waltz is Hans Zarkov, Dale. Who's Dale?
Or Christopher Walken
I think
is
Dale.
Ming.
Here, no, I think Dale is. I forget her name.
What I'd like to are we booking regulars? Because I would like him to book the girl from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood that was in The Leftovers. That was the girl with the
pickles.
Yeah,
that's exactly what I was thinking. Yeah,
she would be great.
Yeah.
Oh my God! But if you, but you can also do. I mean, I kind of like
Wait,
him.
the hitchhiker? The one
Yeah,
that Brad Pitt picks
could
up?
have been her. Yep.
Okay.
I think we just booked the new Flash Gordon.
Dale. Yeah. What is that actress's name? I can't
Well,
remember.
see, now it's he's got it recorded down, so you got to go back and listen to it.
Tag him. Tag Quentin Tarantino in this. I know he has Twitter.
Oh yeah, this.
Anyway,
poster
like
is
okay,
so
but
sick, too.
who else is that? The entire cast? Yeah, that's everybody.
I mean, because you have what's his name, Clytus. Clytus on
If you
board.
could
I'm
work
bored.
Christopher
What
Walken in
play
there
thing?
as somehow as Ming, I mean he's part of the Tarantino
Dude,
squad,
Brad Pitt
you
is
know?
Clytus.
Yeah, exactly.
Like use those guys.
You're gonna get his regulars.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna book it, and he
yeah.
loves doing those kinds of cameos, it seems like.
Oh yeah.
Those low stakes cameos. Yeah, Brad Pitt is Clytus, and he's in the mask the whole time.
Yeah, you just book Brad Pitt, not show his face. What plaything do you have for me today? An obscure planet. The inhabitants refer to it to the planet Earth. A peaceful-looking place. Because you still got to use the Queen music, right?
You got to use the Queen music. Maybe you can sneak some of the original score in there. And if it's Tarantino, he's going to drop a pop song here and there.
Oh yeah, and I think
Can't
that
talk
would
about?
work.
Can't
Yeah.
play that, can you? No.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, that would be so good,
Copyrights.
so good. So one of the other comments were in there is, and we're along the same lines. Do you see a role for Tom Cruise in our newly booked Flash Gordon? Because they said they really want to see Tom Cruise in a Quentin Tarantino film.
Okay, sure.
I mean, he's right. I mean, I know he also has this controversy, but if you're looking at him just as a Hollywood icon, does his own stunts, and Top Gun Mavericks shows that there's still a little bit of a draw if you can get past his personal stuff.
Right.
Is there maybe he's Clytus? He could be Clytus,
I mean, yeah, I think if you can't get Brad Pitt, go for Tom Cruise.
right? Oh man,
Or
yeah.
Clooney.
I think we really booked it because there were some good suggestions in here, right? They were talking about a really epic Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles adaptation, which I think he would really crush.
Oh, that would.
Yeah, that would be
that
really good.
interesting.
And then you got the regulars, like we want to see Kill Bill 3, like we talked about, if that's really going to happen. But
I think he would just crush one big commercial picture, like we were saying.
Yeah.
I think he should just go ahead and take the paycheck. You know, they've been offering him those big movies since he got over with Pulp Fiction, right?
Yeah.
They offered him Men in Black, James Bond, pretty much everything that's out there that has ever been in need of a director. They've offered it to Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah.
I think he should just take something. Take one of those franchise movies or IPs. Flash Gordon, I think Flash Gordon is a perfect one.
Yeah.
Because he could do it in like a 70s style, lean into some of that Kill Bill stuff, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, we know.
And use the music. He would use oh man.
Like very-
Wall
like-
Rocket
like
Ajax.
Grindhouse.
I don't know, man. Like that just seems so perfect. We need to give a shout out to the name of the person that was chatting about that. But
Yeah,
like
I was trying to scroll through. I know it was in here. I mean, there was a lot.
It was on the Twitterverse.
Yeah, no, it's under on the YouTubes. Tarantino
YouTube
satanic-
comments.
A Tarantino satanic panic movie would be awesome. Yeah, where is that? A 20s prohibition mobster movie. That could be good.
That could work.
Remake The Last Starfighter, all gory horror style.
Holy hell! Imagine that.
A punched up Quentin Tarantino Crimson Tide.
Oh yeah, he wrote that.
Yeah. So that would be good, the Bond. Yeah, I gotta go here. Oh, it's Yes Way, Buck Rogers or Flash Gordon. So shout out to Yes Way for that suggestion. I mean, you really crushed it. And then yeah, you started booking it in there. Oh yeah, he started going along with you were booking it. Jamie Foxx with blonde hair. So now we're getting into Demolition
Blonde hair
Man.
Jamie Foxx as Flash Gordon. Come
Demolition
on.
Man. Look,
Demolition
if he
Man,
has that
right?
same look. Oh my God.
Was he in a football movie, Jamie Foxx?
Yeah,
Yes.
wasn't was it Any Given Sunday?
Any Given Sunday.
Yeah, he was in Any Given. I almost said the program,
He's the
but
quarterback.
no, Any Given Sunday.
So he's got football film experience. He could be
he's
like
jacked, man. I mean, when he was training for Tyson, I mean, he would look perfect as Flash Gordon.
He'll be like a little bit of an older quarterback, right? Maybe in the twilight of his career. Can't move like he used to, but like he's not fit enough for pro football anymore, but he can save the universe.
Just a click knee, right?
Yeah.
Just a click knee, but his knee doesn't hurt in space.
And you know what's awesome about Flash
So
Gordon
cold.
is like, and if they play it right,
It's cryo.
the whole thing about Flash Gordon is like he's a hero just because he's such a great guy.
Yeah.
He doesn't have any powers.
Yeah.
He can't really do anything. He just in the originals, what he plays water polo or
There's his
something.
hair, yeah.
And then they made him a football player in the new one.
And he had a dope ass jet ski.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god.
But he had like it was just through the sheer will of his
'Cause
good
he just wanted
heart
to.
Yeah. Well, I
that
gotta
he
say,
could fight space tyrants.
Flash.
the savior of the universe. Yeah,
Tell me
well-
you don't get like just you're
No,
not,
dude,
like,
I'm-
pumped when that drum hits.
Oh, dun 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 dun. Yeah, it is definitely one of the movies that you can't change. And Mario, you hit it best when you said this film is going to be his career's epilogue. And there's one thing that he hasn't done is a commercial film because he made himself a brand. He made it that you're going to go see it because it's one of his film. He's his own brand. He's the only one that has a universe inside a film universe. He has a double film universe. He's the multiverse of madness.
I think you're right.
Right?
Yeah.
So
if he pulls that out of his magic hat.
yeah, just an epilogue of film of like Flash Gordon. I mean, I think it would be phenomenal.
He'd probably be that old man that, could pull off the 70, plus year old director producer now, and you'd still be like, yeah, this is great.
Yeah.
And not fall asleep in it when you're 70 or 80 years old. Like, yeah, it's Tarantino.
Well, or you'll do like Flash Gordon at the end.
Yeah. Get stuck in the air. Totally disintegrate.
Yeah, he did the.
That's how the Toyota commercial started, because there was like,
the freeze in
that's
the
where they
air
stole
like a
it, yeah.
sitcom. All right, I think we just
Stand
booked
for
it.
every one of us.
Yes. We just booked it. So our job, YouTube land, let's just start tagging everybody, and let's just get this book because I want to see it.
I have. Yeah. Okay. No, I'll add that to what we talked about later.
Yeah.
No, disregard.
Yeah. Let's just start tagging them in there, and we just booked that. So, but if you have not listened, highly recommend Video Archives. We know we've talked about
There
this
she is.
a little. There she is.
Podcat's here.
She's like, you're in my chair. Get up. That's what that means.
So let's make a quick pivot here to a Netflix and chill that's coming out. Yeah. So
Wait, hang on. I need to hijack the podcast.
Yeah,
for a
hijack
second.
it. Do it.
I'm gonna get Primo on the line here shortly.
Oh, good.
Because to finish up this weird beer segment, we got a weird beer from Primo today.
That's perfect. Are we ready to rock and roll with it?
Let's take a quick BRB and then
right.
I'm gonna fire that up.
All right.
Perfect.
Fire. Yeah.
Boy, I'm bored. Don't be bored. Join the party. Call 1-976-8888. There's a great time waiting for you right now. Meet new friends or just listen in. Everybody's doing it. So call 1-976-8888.
Where was that party?
So, what are you waiting for? Don't be left out on all the fun. Call right now, 1-976-8888. 88 cents per minute billed to your phone. Brought to you by Omegaphone.
Just like you, I was really skeptical about which one of the party lines is really the best. It's 1-976-BEST. It's easier than going to some singles bar. The phone's right there within your reach. And it's a real kick because you get started talking with everyone on the line right away. I got together with this guy I met on the Best Party line, and I'll tell you, it's fun, exciting, and the best way for you to meet someone new. The Best Party line. It's just a phone call away.
Do you sometimes sit alone, wishing for the perfect fantasy? Has love passed you by? Do you dream of encounters with a perfect mate? Or spending precious moments getting close to someone you could really love? For just 99 cents per minute, indulge your fantasy. It's live. Call 1-976-DATE now.
You've got a thirst to win. Only one soda gives you that extra oomph you need to be your best. Oomph Cola, packed with ginseng, taurine.
Hey, man.
Okay. All right. Sorry. Man, all right, whatever. I'm not going to address the technical difficulties any further.
It's all good. So this is going to be the sequel to our weird beer segment of the day. And then we got on the line everybody's favorite cousin Primo. Primo, what's up, man?
Hey.
Doing. So we got do we still have his personalized sting? Do we have his sting? That's not the weird beers?
I do. There it is. But we can't hear the music though.
Oh, it's okay. It's playing in our hearts. It's playing in our hearts. That's all we need.
Yeah. So, totally agree.
Welcome, man.
Love it.
So, dude, every time it's a beer from you, it's a bottle that plays no games. Every time. So, and that's what I love. Because last time we had one that was almost like a champagne bottle.
Can you turn the label I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well, I was going to
into.
So this is from Urban South. I got my Gimmick glasses on. So this is 6 Spilled Fruited Sour. So let me do that. Do a little close up Gimmick there.
Yeah, sour theme today.
So Primo, can you tell us, is this one that you're familiar with? You ever tasted? If you want to give a quick little rundown, it says it's a collaboration with the Urban South. It's the 6th anniversary. So it's an anniversary brew. It's dragon fruit, guava, and marshmallow.
Where did you get this one, Primo?
Yep. So I actually got that in New Orleans. So the Urban South has 2 locations. The OG location, New Orleans, and then they have a newer location in Houston. And their spill beers are typically, I know they say fruit sours, but they're much more sweet than sour. So it's actually going to be a very sweet beer. It won't even taste like beer. It's going to taste like liquid candy.
Really? Yeah, that was which one? There was a flavored one that you did. I know exactly what you're talking about. It was...
Oh, man. That one was like a strawberry cheesecake.
That was it. Strawberry cheesecake. Yeah. That's it.
Hey, Jeff, turn that label into the camera.
Strawberry cheesecake.
I don't see it. Oh, that's why there we go.
So that beer in particular. Oh yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
That beer in particular, it was their 6th anniversary, and they did a collaboration with the 2 locations. So you'll notice up top it says Urban South NOLA, Urban South HDX. So it's actually a collab between the 2 locations.
That's awesome, and I love the. What is it about the artwork on these very unique beers that I feel like they put more effort into the artwork to grab your eyes than a lot of the big brewers?
Yeah, I labels like that have just good artists or artwork, those have been pretty popular in the craft beer community for quite some time. It's just something a little bit unique and different. Sometimes it's people that actually work at the brewery, you know what I mean? But
really?
What does the 6 signify?
Pretty cool. 6-year anniversary.
Gotcha.
I love it. And that is what grabs your eye. And to me, a lot of when this segment first started, what grabbed our eyes was not necessarily the flavors, sometimes sure, but it was always the artwork. It's like they're becoming, and they always have a very animated, very comic look to them, or very like hardcore art. Where I feel like this could be its own thing, like beer art. Bart.
It definitely is. Some of these breweries, obviously, they sell merch, right? So you always see the labels on the shirts. They do posters. Great. Man, some hardcore fans like get tattoos of beer labels. You know what I mean? So it's out there. But this label in particular, it looks like a party. So I think you're only gonna have a good time enjoying it. Now, I will say there's a lot of fruit in there. So if it looks a little murky or something, it's just fruit.
Well, you said we got to roll it, right?
Yeah,
Jeff, you got to roll this one.
Oh man,
roll it. Get your roll on.
Hot cannon, sweet and cold. Let me see that brew and roll, roll. Oh yeah, you can see it. Like it's not. So it's not necessarily. It's not pulp, but you see that murkiness that you're talking about.
Concentration.
Yeah.
Yep. Exactly. I like it. Exactly.
All right, so we're ready to pop this open. Let's do it. So let me. Charlie, you're going to be, we'll need you for a run-in possibly if I can't get this gimmick working. So let's,
all right.
There's going to be no pop. No, but then maybe we'll see. All right, here we go.
Whoa, that was quite a pop.
Yeah, all right.
See, when they're capped by hand, there's way more stuff in there.
All right, so I'm going to put this. And Primo, what is your suggestion on like some of the, because unfortunately, some of the brews, I'm bad about giving the beer head. Sorry, Mom. But so, do you do the same thing? Do you do the tilt on the pour?
You told me you would throw me in your head.
definitely do the tilt.
All right, so you got to do the tilt.
All
right,
there's only one of these beers left in the world.
Oh my God! Yeah.
Right.
Andy gave me the last one.
All right, we've seen this on the close-up. All right, here we go.
I'm sure that's the only one in Austin.
This is the only one of these in Austin, and we're drinking it on this show.
Nice gulping. All right.
Yep.
What's the alcohol content strength there thing?
A lot of these fruit sours are pretty low, so you're probably talking like 5%, 6%, nothing crazy.
All right.
So it's gonna be sweet.
Charles, what do you think?
I'm ready to put it up against the pie.
That's my
pie. Oh, there we go. Now I will say, whoever gets the final pour is going to have more of the fruit in there, so you may want to distribute it a little bit.
All right, cool. All right, I'm coming over. Intern mode activate. Here I come.
With the thickness. Come on, Jeffrey, get down with the thickness.
Go for it. Intern music.
Oh yeah, see Jeffrey. He's coming now. Has 2 hands. Too bad he doesn't have 3. He can carry 3 at the same time. This is great.
Thank you.
Googly ooh.
No, all good.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Whoa, this has an interesting... Was that the guava that I'm smelling?
Yeah, it smells awesome.
Guava, dragon fruit, marshmallow. Which dragon fruit I found out today from a very popular Instagram account is the fruit of the
dragons.
Cacti.
Oh, I was wrong.
Dragon. All right, here we go. So Primo, thank you. Cheers. Salud.
Cheers, Primo.
Here we go.
Cheers, bros.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah, this is dangerous.
What is happening today?
That's so good.
This is not beer.
So when you put your nose in it,
it's like
you get the guava right out of the gate.
That is so good.
You could convince someone this was orange juice.
Oh, where's that finish?
Right? And just serve it at breakfast?
Here, Nana, take your pills.
Oh, this is delicious, Jeffrey.
Get off the floor, Nana.
I'm going to put the bottle back in the shot.
Oh, man.
Right there.
Yeah, what's that?
So you get the guava. I guess, dragon fruit does have a very similar flavor profile.
What's that soft guava finish? There's
That's the marshmallow.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's guava, marshmallow, and what?
For dragon fruit. Dragon fruit. So yeah, there's really not much more to read. So it's brewed and canned by Urban South Brewery in New Orleans. It's a malt beverage.
Man, I could go for some shrimp and grits now.
Oh yeah.
What I'll tell y'all.
Yeah, and there it is. Oh, Primo, you called it. They roll your body. Roll your body. Body roll. No, roll your bottle 360 degrees.
Just one turn?
There you go.
Yeah. Collaborate with the Urban Ouche 6th anniversary. So yeah, you'd have to pull up what Primo said. Yeah, you're. It does not give the alcohol content on here.
For good reason.
That's more of a like a trust us. What's in here?
Yep.
Trust
That's
us.
from New Orleans, man. We drink things out of the giant. Speaking of hurricanes, hurricane cups, and we're like, "What's in here?" Yeah, just drink it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
I made it in a
delicious.
garbage pail, but I just got it at Home Depot.
Jeffrey, we got any more of that juice? Got any guava juice? Bring it out.
So Primo, with all your weird beer travels, he's almost like our uncle traveling Matt from the Fraggles. Primo's like going all over, getting all these beers. Like, what's your favorite beer town?
Oh man, I would say Denver, Colorado.
Denver, huh?
Just because
of the Rockies.
They got so. The water quality has a lot to do with it, for sure. So there's just so many good craft beer options in Colorado. It doesn't even have to be Denver. It could be anywhere in Colorado. There's just brewery after brewery after brewery. Some are big, some are small, but man, there's just some killer beers coming out of Colorado. So I would say Colorado.
That was your. So, do you see now with the, obviously the legalization and stuff, are you seeing a lot of like hemp infused brews coming up in states like Colorado and Oregon?
I know everybody over there experiments with different hemp beers and stuff. I just don't think they've gotten that much popularity just yet. So it's more of like a one-off batch kind of thing.
Yeah, because I feel like the alcohol crowd and the weed crowd are almost like Star Trek and Star Wars fans, right? They don't.
It's a good.
Never the
that's a
two
good reference.
sugars.
Yeah.
I had
Never
some
the
hemp vodka not too long ago. I did not like it.
No. See, but in my morning smoothies, I use hemp seeds and I just dump them in with chia seeds, and it's good. But
I'm sure hemp's got lots of great uses. You can make pants out of it or
You
whatever.
can make
but
pants about it.
Don't make vodka. Don't turn it into vodka. Just leave that out.
Hey, the Declaration of Independence is
written on hemp, right? Yeah, it's written on hemp, right?
Primo, why would you give up this one beer that there's only one of them in Austin?
Yeah,
and this was great.
Well,
and we've
very
gunned
much.
it. It's all gone.
You got to imagine, I didn't bring one back. I probably brought 6. I had 6 at the brewery, and then I brought 6 back. I remember my girlfriend went to go shopping or something, and I had a few hours at the brewery, and I solo doped quite a few of those. So yeah, I've had my fill of them.
Man, this is good.
So I don't think we've ever asked you this before. Like when it comes to flavor profile, is like your favorite?
Oh,
like the IPA, or do you like the sour,
So-
or do you like the traditional, like the light?
Great question. Complete opposite. I
Oh.
like the dark.
You like the dark?
So I'm more of a stout barley wine guy. Specifically, so my favorite adjunct to beers is coconut. So I like what are called pastry stouts. Coconut pastry stouts is my favorite.
Okay.
Oh man,
Coconut pastry stouts.
Can you?
Okay.
Can we put it in order?
Preferably. Oh yeah.
If you
Absolutely.
can get like a coconut infused one, I'm all for it, man. That sounds great.
This beer feels like it would take the place of food. Like you should drink 3 of these a day.
I think we were just talking about. I've already had my supplements today. I'm good. I have guava juice all
Have
day
one for
long.
breakfast, one for lunch, and then a healthy, sensible dinner.
Slim fast. Give us a week, we'll take off the weight.
I don't gain weight because I'm on the floor all the time.
So that beer in particular would be like a slushy beer, is what they kind of call it. Whenever it's like a full of fruit and sweet, slushy beers. And it's a good one, man. I'm glad y'all are enjoying it.
Yeah, this is great. This was really good. But I do appreciate the dark beer, being your favorite. I don't know if you know anything about like the science behind it. You've heard that like red wine has a lot of enzymes that are actually healthy for you, and I've also heard that with dark beer that there's a lot of enzymes when that beer is brewed that actually have a lot of health benefits. I don't know if you know the science.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, that's new news to me.
Yeah.
And hey, that's good. That's great. That's great to hear.
That's what somebody said. The darker the
I knew
beer,
that
the
oatmeal
healthier.
stout was healthy for me.
There was
Yep.
All right.
The red wine and the dark beer is when it has those healthy healthy
and UB40.
esmines. Yes, and UB40. I got a knack to relax in my mind, sipping some red wine.
how those dark beers. One thing with like the breweries, so I really love barrel aged beers where they age it in a bourbon barrel, cognac barrel, that kind of stuff.
Okay, so
6-12 months, so boozier. Yeah, so they just more higher ABV. Those are more my favorite. Like bourbon barrel aged pastry stouts with coconut are my favorite. And usually with these breweries, for you to be able to mix adjuncts like marshmallows, graham crackers, coconut, like any coffee, any of that stuff, you have to have a solid base stout. So once a brewery has mastered the base stout, then you could do adjuncts, then you can barrel age it. So that's sometimes where it takes breweries to like master a base stout. Base! And then once they got it.
All right, you sold us. We will invest in your brewery. Fine, you can.
Yeah. Oh my God, I heard that
totally
would-
accept.
When does
the-
Primo's beer start
the one you're
launching?
sending.
Yeah.
You need to have enough room for a karaoke area.
Yeah, just
Oh,
leave us
man.
leave us room in the back.
Look, Primo's beers. I think the logo would be great.
Oh, it'd be phenomenal. Yeah, if you're when you're town, let's brainstorm. We're all for that. I gotta ask one more beer related question. Like, what are your feelings about putting a shot
I love pudding
in a beer? Pudding. You put the pills
Oh,
in the
man.
pudding. Like, what are your feelings on that? Because right now, like, obviously, a lot goes into the beer creating these very specific profiles. But when you drop the alcohol in there, right? I don't know. Like, what are your feelings on that? Or is this something you can do? Like, you take one of these big bottles here, and then you put a little bit of an alcohol topper, and then like you pull it, you pop it, and then it drops in there, and then you just gun it. Like, what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, so I would say it depends on the beer, right? Like, I don't know if you'd want to do that with like a light, like a Kolsch, lager, IPA, but when you're talking slushy beers like y'all are drinking right now, you could easily make cocktails with it, no problem.
Yeah,
So
this is like a cocktail mixer.
Put it in the blender.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's what I feel
Blender.
like
Ice
Add
cream.
some rum.
I'm throwing
No
this in
problem.
my ice cream.
Add some rum or tequila to this guava beer.
Oh yeah, that's
with
what I mean. You get
marshmallows.
a rum shooter or a tequila shooter, and just drop it right in here, and then just go.
Bro.
I think it would go in really well.
Oh yeah. And then one thing too with now flip
Baileys.
into the dark beers, you can cook them down and then make a syrup with them or something. Put on your pancakes or something like that.
Now
Beer
you're
pancakes.
talking, man.
And then infuse that with something. That's what's
What do you think? Primo,
What's up, boy?
what do you think about what like? Do you prefer a solid beer buzz to a spirits buzz?
Ooh man. I would say yes, just because I love bourbon. I'm a big bourbon guy as well too, but it just kind of I'm bullshitting, I'm talking. Next thing I know, I've had like 4 or 5 ounces of bourbon. Time has flown by, or like I what if I'm drinking fast and I said crushing the bourbon? Then it's like okay, I'm getting drunk real quick. Versus sipping on beers, you fill up, you're just having conversation, having fun. I'd rather do the beer buzz.
Yeah, I think beers keep you kind of happy. Bourbon will take a turn. You start thinking about shit you did wrong 10 years ago or something for a little bit. But yeah, I was more of a spirits guy for a while, but lately I've been getting into more beer because it just keeps you kind of jolly,
Yeah.
Yep, agree.
Totally agree.
Unless it's cold out. If it's cold out, then I like the spirits. But when the warmer it is, I think I'd rather go with a nice brew. Beer here.
Cold
beer
beer.
here. All right, Primo. Well, thank you so much. Thank you for this brew. I don't know how we can give it a plug to our NOLA Urban South and HTX Urban South Brewery. Thank you for the Spilled Fruited Sour. So I don't know if there's anything you want to plug before you bail, but thank you so much for an awesome beer again.
Oh man, you're very, very welcome. And then knowing that you'll want to go to the dark side and try some stouts, barley wines, I'll bring it on the next round.
If you only knew the power of the dark beer.
Yes, let the darkness flow through your blood.
Darkness, everybody, darkness. I love it.
All right, Andy, we'll talk to you later.
Yeah, thanks for appreciating it. Thanks, brother.
Thank you, sir.
Later, bro, chachos.
Yes,
Bye.
later.
Bro chachos.
Yeah, bro chachos. That's
a
good.
good one.
So that was good. What you guys think? I mean,
Dude, it's awesome. Like seriously,
It's really good.
I'm telling you, this is like breakfast. Like you can wait. This is first thing in the morning kind of.
you
a
wouldn't
beer.
even know it was beer. Like you
No,
could serve
no,
it,
you
nobody
have.
would know.
Yeah, just serve this up at the breakfast table to your kids or whoever.
Everybody's like, why am I fit chased right
Come on,
now?
kids.
This is great juice. This is great juice, Mom.
Mommy, I want more juice.
Yeah,
That's
this
the
is-
way you get your kids to drink the juice.
No, this is again. This is another brunch beer. He served up us. He gave us a brunch beer before. Like you can seriously go to any brunch joint, and like if you're not into the Bloody Mary, you can just go with this.
Yeah.
And I think you'd be
Yeah, because
safe.
I'm over the Bellinis and the champagne and orange juice.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. No, I think this is the way to.
It's like you got heartburn by 11 o'clock. I was like, dang it. I got to wait a couple of hours and for the Pepsid to kick in. I can't drink anything else.
Especially this town, like a lot of like Austin, Portland's another one. You serve this for your and just no more champagne and OJ, right? Just go with this and you're good to go. So good stuff, man. And yeah, we should open up a brewery. We got to talk about that, Chuck, because I know we're, as you know, here we got our Patreon. So if you're out there watching, please Patreon / Dos Incredibles. We are actively trying to save up some cash so we can get a location because we have a lot of things we want to do, make it our studio, but also karaoke and film. And you were talking about, I don't know, I feel like you're the guy that knows guys. You're the guys that knows guys, and we
guys.
We need a spot. We need a spot here in town.
I could probably find something.
Yeah, I know you can.
I could find some. I could probably find
Especially
something.
because you're another. And here's the funny thing: if you were to tell me like my top 2 friends in the world that are masters at karaoke, not just like I like to do it, masters, is Mario and you. And the funny thing is, you've never been in the same karaoke room at the same time.
Interesting.
And it blows my mind because you're both right here.
I don't do rooms though. I like the main stage.
Yeah, I remember you said that. I think because you're looking for that adrenaline rush. You're looking for the rush of getting that crowd pop.
Rooms are cool. Rooms are good, and if you're into rooms, that's great. And I'll do karaoke rooms as well. I just think they run out of steam after a while. It's like people, towards the end of it, no one's singing. Supposed to just kind of losing.
Yeah. So Friday, true story. Birth the goal. Like my birthday was Friday.
Oh,
happy birthday,
thank man! We got you a beer,
and we end. I know this is better than popping champagne. This is really good.
Popping bottles in the like a G6.
We did not end up at the club, but we did end up at the club. We went to. Can I say it on the air? Is it okay?
Yeah, you can say
Common
it.
Interest. And
okay, yeah.
I mean, it was elbows and assholes in there. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
No,
you can say that. It's okay.
But it was packed, and I'm with the remainder of the party that went out, and 4 of us went up and put songs in, and that place sounds great. Like they got a good sound system.
Oh yeah, they're good.
Yeah.
So if you
they're
can hear
good.
yourself and you sound good, then hopefully you're gonna do well. So, but we all 4 sang. Well, I thought we all sounded great, and everybody was giving us like, "Yeah, sounded great."
No, I can tell
okay.
you.
Like,
do
we don't
sound
go
great.
in there like often, like but we got the wild hair. It was like, "Hey, it's your birthday. Let's go and see if we can just squeeze our way in."
And you did.
And they were
I
like,
think
"Come on, get in there."
I think Alamo's doing the free rooms again.
Are they?
Yeah, I think they brought.
Oh
that
yeah,
back.
because I saw the bar when I went and saw Bodies,
Okay.
Bodies, Bodies. I saw the bars open, so I figured
Yeah.
the rooms are open too.
I
That'd be a
haven't
good start.
been to Common Interest in a while, but they do have a great setup there.
There was a Korean barbecue that I went to off of North Lamar that has one that is pretty good.
Oh wait, is that
It was
DK
a good
Sushi?
thing. No. What
Did
is
you ever
it?
go to
What is
DK
this?
Sushi karaoke
Oh,
where
yeah.
they yell insults at you and they
Yes,
call you a
yeah.
homosexual?
DK was he's a strange individual, man. He is fun.
Does that one still happen?
No, both of those places are gone.
They're
so
gone.
Soul Sushi's gone. Yeah, and DK's gone.
They put up a Jamba
Sushi,
Juice
so,
there.
Yeah.
And a store that sells
It's unfortunate.
expensive linens.
But yeah, it was a lot of fun. So yes, I'm with you on.
Yeah, we got to
that.
find a
Go down.
spot. And funny story again. I don't know if I've ever seen you guys just in the room. I've always just seen you on the main stage or shared the main stage. I think Mario, maybe we did do a room or two, but I definitely feel like it was a warm up. It was an all-star team, so we never got that room fatigue because everybody was
kept going.
going.
I feel like the rooms were work events. Am I wrong?
Yeah, they were work
okay.
events.
No, but remember the room. Remember the the one karaoke the rogue karaoke that we used to do.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what we used to call it. What did we used to call it?
I don't know. It was a post all hands meeting. Let's
Post
just
Malone?
jump in the studio.
Let's set up karaoke in the studio with all this expensive equipment that we bought.
You know, it started off with just three of us. You know, we had Matty Hooks a lot, and you and I. And this is where it started. And by the time that thing ended, it was like the hottest club in town.
The last one was insane.
Yeah.
Was this
The
this
very
is
last one.
all pre-COVID?
This is pre-COVID.
Pre-COVID, yeah.
Those
Pre-pandy,
freewheeling
pre-pandy,
days
sorry,
where you could
pre-pandy.
just shake somebody's hand and not give a shit.
Yeah.
And somebody in the room could sneeze.
Yo,
Yeah.
you've been to the studio many times. That old studio, RIP. It's not there anymore. But you've been to that studio.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, and we
Yes.
just literally rigged that thing up, and we just went to town. And then all of a sudden, you'd have people coming down. Are you guys singing? It's
Yeah,
just
it would
like,
hit.
I do karaoke.
It would hit the chat. Someone would post it in the IMs,
And then
it
you
would
got
get
a
around.
line out
Yeah.
the door.
And somebody would
that's
come in with a
awesome.
small little list on their hands, like, "Can I come do a song real
Yeah,
quick?"
and it's not like we would plan it, right? It's not like we
Never
would post,
planned it.
We would just set it up at random. You know, it's like now's a good time, right? Yeah, let's set up and do it. And like then it would just be going nuts, and all of a sudden people would start making their way to the studio.
Oh man, it was so
Yeah.
good. Yeah, going away parties ended in there, and Halloween parties ended in there.
And of course, the startup, so they've got snacks and beer just kind of laying around.
So it was a club. Is what you're saying.
Yeah, it turned into a hopping
We used to
club.
call it
Turn
something.
that
I
off
can't
space
remember.
into a club.
Well, that's the whole goal.
Anyway,
is
yes,
to
Charles,
recreate
we
that.
should go to
Yes.
we should do some karaoke.
I am down to clowns, sir.
Yeah, Tuesdays are good days for karaoke.
Tuesdays is good.
I think the
So
last one I went to with you was at Egos, right? On the
We went to
stage.
Egos a long time ago. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you still
you
go?
ever
You
done
still
the-
going with your brother?
But we don't really go to Egos. There's like a real divey karaoke that's not too far. That we've been
Egos is
checking out
clicky.
sometimes.
Egos is a
And it takes a
you
long
gotta
time to get on
know
stage.
somebody in there.
And it takes a long time to get on stage. You
Yeah.
got to like sit
Yeah.
around. There's like a real divey karaoke at the warehouse. I'll just say it's the warehouse. I'll plug them. Whatever.
Oh,
It
yeah.
smells
The pool
weird in
hall?
there, but you know, yeah, the pool
The
hall.
pool hall. Okay.
They do on
All right.
Tuesdays. They do karaoke, and it's real divey and real crummy, but you can get on stage in like 15 minutes.
Have you ever done the live band karaoke?
Once
yes.
at a work event.
Yes. Yes, at a work event we did. Do
So
that.
speaking of Tuesdays, there's a place that does live band karaoke.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's like Karaoke Apocalypse. Is that what it's called? I'm gonna take these head. Primo's off the phone.
He's like, I don't need to
Is it
listen to
Karaoke
y'all.
Apocalypse? Is that what you said? The one you're talking about?
It's at the Tank. Well, this is a little further north, but
Okay, no, I haven't been to that one.
yeah, you should come out there. I've gone up there a few times, and once in front of the mic, and then I usually jump on the drums and then play a set with a couple of other people. But
Oh, okay.
Oh shit! I didn't know you played.
Dude,
the
that's
drums.
live.
dude.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Live band karaoke is there's something. You know what it is because you can feel the music hitting your back.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Right, and the wind, everything is just like there.
Yep.
And it just gets you in that zone, which is what we're all going for. I think we've all know that feeling, right? You know, you guys never wrestled, but I can tell you felt the feeling that kept you going back in that ring.
Yeah.
And it's just the pop.
I tell you
Go
what,
for the pop.
there was a buddy of mine when I was working over at the search engine company. There was a friend of mine who I was actually he was in a band that was pretty big in the 90s. They used to open for Marilyn Manson. They had they were established. And like, you know, he kind of fell out of that, did other stuff, whatever. And he always hated karaoke. I would talk about it. And one time we just went and did it for like a work thing. I suggested it. And then he realized, like, oh my God, I can't believe I have not been doing that the whole time.
It's an outlet.
It's like, I get it,
It
now.
is, yeah.
I get it. It's like, it's not like you're really trying to sing. I'm not trying to, you know, I'm not trying to just
Nail it, yeah.
vocalize or nail the song. I'm just trying to act stupid in front of you and make you pay attention to what I'm doing, you know?
Unless there's that one time you're up there and you're just like,
Yeah.
No,
you're like, you know what, I'm gonna, and then you like give it, and
But
then
even if
You
you
feel
hit
it,
the
yeah.
song, you don't
Yeah.
hit the song. It's not, you know what I mean? No one's
right,
gonna
the
do-
dance move takes over or something, or yeah.
If you've got dance moves that take over, then you're like a double threat.
Yeah.
So you're like a double threat if you can do that. But like, you know, it's just it's that feeling when you just the crowd's with you, and they're doing your song, they're singing along, folks are dancing. You know, it's I don't know, it's
It just works.
I'm down.
And it creates a moment and it gives you that pop. Like, and to the point where you just can't even not think of like, you know, nothing's gonna stop us now will always make me think of you. And then when I think of Charlie and I'm just like when I hear I'm so in love with you. And then I was just like,
Did you Al Green? Okay,
that's
that would kill.
Oh, he does.
That's what I did Friday.
Oh my God, it was phenomenal. Like when I saw you do it that first time, you're like, oh, let's just go. It was me, you, and shout out to Christian. If you're watching out there, she was just like, it was just the three of us, right? It was just the three of us. Like, let's just go. Like on a whim, we left work, at LTV, and then we just go there, and all of a sudden I was like, damn, he's going. I was I didn't expect it.
It's therapy, bro.
Yeah.
It's like, I call it screaming into the microphone because, to your point, Mario, it's like you're either trying to nail it or you're just like, I just need to scream into the microphone for 3.5 minutes and I'm good.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I do try to nail it, but I'm just saying.
No.
Once you get over the fear of looking stupid.
Especially if you know the song, right? Because there's I'm staring at the screen, singing, trying to get all the words perfect.
Yeah.
And, bouncy ball.
Yeah.
Or the song and you step past the monitor and you're like actually doing it.
That's you're going out to the crowd. Yeah.
That's what I did.
No, that's what you got to do, right?
Sometimes I have to look at the screen because I forget the songs because I'm so into it. I'm into the part that just happened. I need the screen to refer to the next part.
It's like, this guy
just for a second.
Really good. Have you heard this?
Because it's not like what is it called? The one where they just lip sync the songs. It's not like that.
Like a lip sync battle.
Lip sync battle? Is that what they call it? Anyway,
Yeah.
those are good too. But like I feel like when you're really trying to do a performance, you can get so into it you'll forget for a second what comes next.
I think for me, a lip sync battle would be impossible. Like, because there's no way I'm not going to sing it.
She's like, I'm singing this song.
Yeah, I'm singing this. I don't care.
No.
This is now a singing contest.
There's no way you're not.
And then, ladies and gentlemen, if you're here to see the lip sync battle, we are sorry. It is broken. It is
all the judges are just like, no! My ears are bleeding.
There's two people in the crowd.
Oh, man.
All right.
Got the lighter. Play Freebird! But that's our goal of our venue, right? That is the goal of our venue. So don't forget, you should like, subscribe, share while you're here. Let's do that. But yeah, go on to our Patreon. It's usually at the bottom. We're trying to get that live experience venue. That's what we want. We're talking karaoke. We're talking pro wrestling. We're talking and the movie events, right? Mario, we did a video on this. We're going to post that, coming up here soon. We want some audience reaction. We don't want a talker. Yeah, she knows what's up.
Get out of my chair.
But we want that audience react because we want to feel that pop. And that's what it all. Maybe we even call it pops. That's what we're calling it because that's what
we don't have an exact system. We don't want you to just yell random stuff at the screen and try to make jokes like you're George Costanza.
No, we don't.
But if you want to cheer and hoot and holler, whatever, you should do that.
Yeah, at the high spots.
at the high spots,
like a cidercade or like
cider.
That
Yeah, I mean we can do that. I mean if we want to put chicken wire up or something, I'm not against it.
Yeah. Roadhouse.
But yeah, we don't want Mystery Science Theater 3000. We want you to pop at the right spots.
Got it.
We want you to add to the experience. Scary movies are scarier when you have somebody screaming, and funnier movies are funnier when you have somebody laughing. But just don't be laughing during that murder scene because then you're on the list.
Ooh, yeah. And then they're...
All right, cool. Well, let's say we got 2 more spots we want to hit. We want to hit that Wednesday Addams, that... Why did my brain freeze? Sorry, processor was spinning.
Are you talking about the Addams Family?
The Tim Burton,
whatever he's doing with that.
Tim Burton sequel. That's what's her name from X is playing Wednesday. Louise Guzman is playing Gomez, and Catherine Zeta-Jones is playing Morticia. But there was a lot of heat that came around that booking of Louis Guzman as Netflix, and I wanted to go over that because I thought the casting was spot on.
So is Addams Family based on a comic or a comic strip, or was it a show first?
It was a comic strip first, so like a book.
Okay,
so yeah, you can actually type Addams Family comic, and it'll come up, and then if you look at it, it looks. Oh, Jenna Ortega,
Ortega. She's Wednesday.
Yeah, she's phenomenal. So I mean, she was in X, and then she's going to be in Pearl that's coming out. And she was also in the new Scream. She's just another one that just gobbles up that screen. And having her as Wednesday. Did you guys watch the trailer yet?
I saw the trailer. What did you think?
Dude, when she dropped the piranhas in the pool, with the water polo team, I thought I was like, okay, I'm in. But it was Tim Burton, so you expected it to be a little frothier. But then when you saw the piranha basically bite the guy's balls off, and he's like, I just did a favor. You don't need to be procreating. I was like, oh shit, Tim Burton's going for it.
Well, he's on Netflix now, so he can do whatever he wants.
Yeah, he can do
They
whatever
don't check
he
you on
wants.
Netflix. They don't check your work.
It'll be an interesting sell for me because Christina Ricci is still kind of that.
You know, the rumor was that she was going to have a cameo in there, but she just did, you know, she's in that age bracket where she would be. Now, if they went to like
fake
older, you know, although you don't really think of her as old, but just Jenna Ortega just really clobbers that. I didn't recognize who's playing Pugsley, but I had no problem. Apparently, they just thought Louis Guzman looked horrible as Gomez Addams, right? And I was just like, are you thinking John Astin, or are you thinking, what's his name, who played, he played Gomez in the movies?
Raul Julia.
Raul Julia.
I mean,
Rest in
he
peace,
was,
Raul Julia.
yeah, he was pretty great too. But this is supposed to be an older Gomez, right? Because the kids are older now.
Okay.
She's going to high school, so she's not the little kid anymore that's doing that shimmy, the Ethiopian shim sham with Lurch, you know, on the when she did that little dance.
Look, why is Christina Ricci not Morticia?
I think it's just because that high school age. Like they're not doing the 90210
That's not
booking.
really a cameo.
Yeah, no 90210. You can't, if you're 30, you can't play a high school student.
Yeah.
I think that's the reason they went for that. So it looks like she's going to some kind of like boarding school for the strange and unusual kind of thing. So I don't know. Are you guys not? I'm psyched for it. I don't know if you guys are feeling it or not.
I'll watch it.
I mean, I'll watch it. I thought the trailer was pretty good. I thought the piranhas biting the guy's dick off was a bit harsh.
For a trailer?
Yeah.
I think they were establishing that this is not going to be family friendly.
Yeah.
This
Did
is
we
not
mention it was Tim Burton?
Yeah. It's like
Right.
because Tim Burton, right? You do think about it, it's like, okay, it's going to be, because Beetlejuice is great, but it's not like hardcore. Planet of the Apes, even his Planet of the Apes felt a little bit frothy.
Sweeney Todd.
Sweeney
You
Todd,
know,
yeah.
that's
that's
his
Batman.
slasher.
Batman, yeah. He was the first Batman that got a little bit more aggressive.
Batman Returns.
The Joker. And, all of those. Okay, all right. I'm in.
Yeah.
Look, I'm gonna watch it. Here's the thing about Netflix.
We had to talk it out.
It's hard to get excited about anything on Netflix. Honestly, I just feel like I don't know. Is there something to be said for just like free content? Sometimes just doesn't feel as valuable. I don't know. I don't know why Netflix is the primary one that does that. Just don't. I don't know. I don't get excited about anything.
Well, I think
about
they're honestly, I think they're scrambling and they need something. Like they have Stranger Things, but this is the first time that Disney Plus showed that they have more subscribers than Netflix.
Yeah,
Netflix definitely had. This is their first dink in their armor for sure.
Yeah.
So, and Christina Ricci is going to be in an undisclosed role.
Oh.
So Christina Ricci is going to be in it. I was like, why wouldn't Netflix pay for that? They did pay for that. So you have, it says Jenna Ortega. She's actually second listed. Christina Ricci, Louis Guzman, Catherine Zeta-Jones, Gwendolyn Christie, George Burcia as Lurch, Isaac Ordonez as Pugsley.
You're right.
When I was watching that Wednesday trailer, all I could think of was the cast of the Rob Zombie Munsters movie, watching it on their phones.
Oh
and they're
my
like,
God!
Damn it!
It's gonna be that.
Now that's a difference. I didn't even realize, was that getting a straight to streaming? Because
It's also on Netflix
because of the reaction of the
what?
No, I think that's always been the case.
That was really old because
That's a real thing.
What?
Rob Zombie.
Rob Zombie's Munsters?
Oh, you haven't seen that?
You haven't seen the trailer?
Come
Who would have
on.
thought? Yeah, this
Come
is
on.
a week. The Addams Family and the Munsters were WWF and WCW growing up, right? They were always in the same vein. And now, fast forward 2022, and you have two new live adaptations coming out. Now, the Munsters, Rob Zombie's Munsters, that got like a ton of heat. That got nuclear heat. That got.
And the trailer is really bad.
Yeah,
it looks like it was somebody edited it on their phone, and they used footage that didn't have audio, and then they dubbed the voice themselves.
It looked like
It's really
something
bad.
you would see on TNT between movies, like on like Rhonda Up All Night,
or like on a
segment.
you know, like when you rent an old tape. Yeah, you rent an old tape, and it just comes on. It's a trailer for a movie that just no one has ever seen or heard of, and you'll never hear from again.
Lost in the archive.
I am gonna try. I'm excited about Wednesday, Adam. So I'm not saying I'm not gonna. I'm actively going for that one, but I am gonna try Rob Zombie's Munsters because I'm just curious. Because somebody greenlit that trailer. Somebody greenlit
September 27th. That's when it's.
Well, of course, because it's on Netflix for free. So how are you gonna not watch it?
Oh man. Well, I came up with a new quote over last week. When everything's for sale, nothing has value. And I think the problem. So I am a little bit concerned of just like they're just trying to desperately go for the remember berries. But man, when you first heard that, all I thought of was, oh shit. So this is going to be the Munsters meets 3 from Hell? I'm in. But then you saw the trailer and then you're like, oh wait, no, this isn't that.
That's Batman.
I have a theory.
Superman.
What's the theory on that?
I have a theory. I think it looks weird because I think Rob Zombie probably wanted to have that movie in black and white. And now they
said no.
And then when they got to the end of it, the studio was like, no. You're not doing black and white Munsters. Yeah. Put it in color. And so now it's got some kind of a weird color correction on it.
Oh, you know, it does have that. It feels like, you're in like, a haunted house or something, the way the coloring goes, that there's a lot of neon lights. And that's not what the original Munsters was about. That black and white actually added to that ambiance of like that darkness.
Like dark black.
Yeah.
Like, they would this ain't Technicolor. Turn it up. You're going to get some of that gray feature. So,
oh, man.
Lily is a typical 150-year-old lovelorn vampire who's looking for the man of her nightmares until she lays her eyes upon Herman. Hello, Herman. We've seen him, out there, a 7-foot-tall
Fred Gwynn.
green experiment with a heart of gold. It's love at first shocks as these two ghouls fall fangs over feet for each other in a Transylvanian romance. Unfortunately, it's not all smooth sailing in the cemetery as Lily's father, that old bastard,
Grandpa,
he has other plans for the beloved daughter's future, and they don't involve her new bumbling beau.
Oh, okay.
Whoever would have thought that a young Dracula could fall in love with a Frankenstein?
It did say Transylvanian.
Transylvania 65000.
Transylvanians.
Sometimes Dracula's and Frankenstein. Sometimes they don't run in the same circles. They don't know each other. They don't get along.
Yeah,
and it's a love. It's like Romeo and Juliet, right?
Unless
and he's using not your hey this person. Or you got Jorge Garcia in here, by.
Oh, Jorge's in there?
Jorge Garcia.
Okay.
Floop.
Have you watched the trailer? You should watch the trailer.
Yes, you watched the trailer. Because and I guess what's a little bit more concerning to me is just like now they're going with the prequels, and one of the best parts of the Munsters was Marilyn and Eddie. So because Marilyn was just a regular, looked like Marilyn Monroe, and Eddie was the guy that he was kind of like a little Wolfman. He had that little Wolfman doll. So if this is the prequel, they're not going to have the kids there, and they're part of the show,
right?
It's more than just Herman pushing.
What
his
were the
head
kids?
Marilyn Munster and Eddie Munster.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So they had Marilyn, who was just normal.
Holy shit! It's attacking Eddie Munster.
Exactly. Yes, shout out.
Oh,
Lost
and Eddie
Boy.
Munster.
Lost
That's
Boy.
right. That's right. He was a little Dracula boy.
Yeah, I always wanted that little Wolfman doll he had growing up. I was like, I gotta get my hands on it. Now I probably could, but back then, oh man,
sounds like such a great idea. Rob Zombie doing the Munsters. I mean, I hope there's a twist, and when it gets on Netflix, it's something way different than the
he
trailer
did.
looks like.
The Hills Have Eyes, which was pretty good.
Yeah,
he took it black and white and turned it, and he did a color.
We need that twist. We do need that twist. We need it to be.
And maybe he'll bring the gore. Like maybe he'll bring the
Yeah.
Dracula.
Because the Munsters, don't the Munsters actually drive a Dracula?
Yeah, they do.
Right? And he did the song. Somebody pointed out that
That's
it's
why he
weird
wants
that
to
it's
write
not
it.
in the trailer.
He's like, bro, did you not hear my song that's already out, Dracula?
That would have been the ultimate needle drop. He could just give permission to use his own
my
song
God.
and use the Dracula needle drop. Why would you not do that?
All right, so you realize we've
There's
written
got to be
2
a swerve.
movies tonight.
Come on,
right?
Rob Zombie,
Okay,
swerve
let's
us.
Go ahead. Let's put this down to
We want to
pen
be
paper.
swerved.
Fingers crossed for the
Oh man,
swerve.
put this on the merch list. We want to be swerved. Swerve us.
Swerve us. Come on.
Swerve
bluff
me.
Bluff
Swerve me.
Bluff me. But
Yeah.
it's swerve.
If you ain't swerving, then you ain't doing anything.
So I don't know. So you guys excited for which one would you say you're more excited for, Wednesday or the Munsters?
Ooh. I mean, I was watching the Munsters more than Addams
Family.
Yeah.
You know, there's a YouTube channel that just plays Addams Family episode around the clock, and I feel like they only rotate the episode like every day.
There's a Pluto
the same
TV
way.
channel that only plays Jersey Shore, and it's awesome. Have you seen this show, Jersey Shore?
You meatball.
Oh yeah,
You're a meatball.
Plays nothing but Jersey Shore 24/7.
Yeah.
GTL.
Oh man.
GTL. I'm a mark for Jersey Shore, so yeah. So JJ said he's looking more forward to Wednesday. So I'm surprised, Mario, that the piranhas looked too CGI to you, or you just didn't expect the balls getting bitten off on the.
I don't know.
on
The
the
balls
trailer?
getting bit was harsh, but I mean, I think as right now, as a general rule, I can't get excited about IP stuff. You know, like it's just okay. It's
I get
Addams Family again, and you know it's fine. I'm sure it'll be great. And I think the was it Jenny Ortega?
Yep.
I think she's a great casting.
Oh yeah,
you know,
that's
I'm sure
nailed
with
it.
Tim Burton, I don't think he's directing. Right. So, and I think that's a great idea. I would love to see other young directors that grew up on Tim Burton do their Tim Burton impression. I feel like that's going to be quality.
Yeah.
It's a good way to do it because Tim Burton already he's at the phase where he can just produce stuff. He doesn't need to direct anymore.
No.
You know, he can just direct and sign off on stuff and do it.
Unless he's doing finally Beetlejuice too.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, if
They'll
we
just
do
be
Beetlejuice,
squirting blood in people's faces.
Yeah.
Just when they're not ready.
I don't know if Michael Keaton's ever going to act again. They're about to cut him out of. They're about to cut him out of the DCEU completely.
They can't do
after
that.
that huge comeback that made a huge deal. Michael Keaton come back as Batman. Now he's done.
Yeah.
Forget it.
They can't do that. Oh man, that's a whole nother show.
I mean, you know. Let's not get into that.
Yeah.
one.
Anyway, all right. Sorry to bring everybody down. Yeah, Wednesday Addams looks awesome.
No. All right, let's take a quick break, and we're gonna come back from the spot from our friends at CBR, Comic Book Resources, that are 10 horror movies that are begging for a sequel, and we'll go over that right after a message from these fake sponsors. we are back, man. That the beer hit nicely, so well done. So got a live announcement to make here. So
It's better than a dead announcement.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's
all right.
So yeah, during the whole recording of this show, our Quentin Tarantino video that we're watching, that another 1,200 people watched. So thank you for engaging.
Hey,
yeah,
all
so
right.
we're it's firing up. So thank you. Yeah, so
We're going to produce way more Quentin Tarantino content for you folks. We will dissect every film. We'll get into all the fetishes and all the references.
Yeah,
it's gonna be great. Keep
well,
watching.
I think we have a phenomenal one tonight. I'm excited to rewatch the Flash Gordon booking because I think we clobbered that one. So we gotta tag him full show. So, but let's get into this. So I tweeted this out last week. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and follow us on all the socials. Yeah, we on the Twitters, we on the Instagrams. Even though we get clocked on the talk all the time, TikTok nails us. We still post some stuff up there and then on Patreon. But I tweeted this out, Mario, and it's just from Peter Kunis, and we will tag you on this. It was a top 10 horror movies that are begging for a sequel, and this is for Comic Book Resources, CBR.com. And I was like, we gotta do that. We gotta talk about that. This has got to be a spot. Yeah. So
all right, let's hear it. Which
want to go?
A lot of them.
Yeah.
Which horror movies are begging for a sequel?
Yeah, and the great thing about this list that I did not see coming, it's pretty all over the board. Like it's really diverse. Like there's not the ones, we were talking about that you're kind of getting IP fatigue. These are the ones that you would be like, oh, do I even remember that film? And I think that's what a true remake or requel or prequel, whatever you need. It's the ones that weren't done well first, or were done well, but you didn't really get to see it, so it needs a refresh, a new paint and coat. So here it is. So let's start with number 10, and this is recent. A World of Us is just strange enough to revisit. So that's right, the Jordan Peele 2019 joint Us. What do you guys feel about that as Us getting a sequel? The twist was a little bit, it was like way out there, but it was Jordan Peele out there. And I guess it's totally written to have a sequel built into there. But I don't know if I'm begging.
Yeah, I mean, it was that level of creepy. It was just creepy enough for me.
Yeah.
I feel like what's the one that's out now? Them or they?
Nope.
Nope. Right. Us. Nope. Them. Or
yeah,
us,
exactly.
they, no,
yeah, we said we were gonna make Get Out, Get In. We were gonna make Us, Them, and we were gonna make Nope. Yep. And it was gonna be his tethered variant sequels. So I don't know. It says it ends with the tethered temporarily triumphant, and they got the whole world in their hands. They like to see everybody's holding hands across the country. So I guess it would be interesting to revisit that. I don't know, Mario. What do you think?
I mean, from that whole movie, I thought was about the whole political divide that was happening at the time. If you notice, like all the metaphors was like your doppelganger coming out of the sewer wearing red, trying to take your place, and then creating, binding together to form a divide across the nation. I think the symbolism was pretty heavy on top.
It's very Body Snatchers based. Like, I don't know. Yeah, it wasn't horrible, but I'm not up there going like, "Oh, Us is on. Let me watch it," even though it's free on.
I dug it. I enjoyed the first half more than the second half, but I still think it's a great movie. Not as good as Nope, and definitely not as good as Get Out. I would say it's.
I liked Get Out.
Yeah, Get Out's great.
Get Out
it's like third on. It's like the third best Jordan Peele movie.
Yeah, I'd almost want maybe I would rather stay in the Nope universe for sure. But the thing about Jordan Peele that's great is even when you're like, oh, okay, I can't really dive into that. Like that's not like a Westworld where all of a sudden you can say this could really
say that
happen.
Fast 3 times.
Yeah, that fast 3 times.
Westworld Riddle.
Oh,
Westworld Riddle.
Westworld Riddle. But I don't know. But he creates a vibe, and that vibe, and it's very cinematic. And I like to watch his stuff in theaters. But I'm also I'm a big fan of his Twilight Zone revisit for those 20 episodes. So he creates a vibe. I just don't think he would do it because, to Mario's point, I think he's running a gag on everybody, and he's playing a director who happens to be really fantastic,
Yeah.
and then he's going to laugh at us, and it's going to be the new season of Key and Peele.
I hope so, because bitch. You said that though, right? You said that. I mean that is the Laffy Taffy joke. They stretched that one.
Oh, man, yeah.
Every single episode, dude, they had it tied in.
Sick
So,
reference, or
yeah.
should I say, nice.
Noise.
So,
Yo, man, what you doing? You can't be doing that.
all right, so that's a maybe. So this one, I think we're gonna get a yes. So this is It's Not Too Late for Planet Terror 2. The Rodriguez-Tarantino double feature Grindhouse was a commercial flop when it released in
That's Grindhouse
2007.
earlier.
But its
Yes.
grimy aesthetic and pulpy action amassed a considerable cult following, and Robert Rodriguez's contribution, Planet Terror, is an over-the-top zombie action movie with Rose McGowan as the unlikely hero. What do you guys are feeling with that? Again, we talked about this before. We love some
Yes.
Grindhouse, so I'd love to see
Rose
Rodriguez
McGowan with the M16
in the leg,
grenade launcher leg.
Yeah,
give me twice.
Yeah.
Yes, give her 2 grenade launcher legs and have her do the like just opening scene legs. They just take off. Boom.
I mean, this is so thinking about that Grindhouse experience. Death Proof gets more of the love, for sure. So
Does it really?
I think so.
Death Proof is
Does
great.
does it get more heat? I feel like people think that's Tarantino's worst movie.
Well, definitely his worst. That's what I guess it's labeled. I mean, I loved it, but it is labeled as his worst movie. But when you stand it next to Planet Terror, I think people think, okay, well, Death Proof was the better film of that Grindhouse series.
Do you agree?
I loved both of them.
Yeah,
but I loved Death Proof. I mean, it was
Death Proof is great.
You were like, man, I hate this guy, and then the way it ended, that was that was justice right at that point.
Yeah.
So
I do really think Planet Terror stands out as one of Robert Rodriguez's best films, probably top 3.
Yeah.
Really?
Like overall of his filmography, I think it's just one of his best films. It really it's the one that really utilizes and nails
Shark Boy versus Volcano.
Oh yeah,
Larva Child.
Larva Child.
Yeah, the Larva Child.
It's like it utilizes the whole Grindhouse aesthetic the best, I feel, and it works well. It feels like a John Carpenter movie. Everything about it works really well. Part 2, I don't know. Did you see Machete 2?
Right.
So maybe not.
What do you mean? I'm over here making these movies for you. I had a good time, and then but come on, and Danny Trejo is you got to make that coin too, though.
Oh, well, we're lucky enough. A friend of the show.
Give us a little more Danny Trejo.
Danny Trejo is having a speaker, okay? And I've been on TV and movies and shows and shit, okay? But look, let me tell you what, though. Eat your vegetables, I say, okay? Danny Trejo is going to come for you, and I'm going to be with Tarantino. But those guys, they make a Machete, and I don't think Machete 2 was doing good.
Machete 2 is bad.
It was butter knife. It was butter knife.
Butter knife.
It didn't cut
butter
the
face?
mustard.
No, butter knife.
It's just kind of like at this point, the whole gimmick had ran out of gas.
Yeah.
But Planet Terror, I think, is peak Robert Rodriguez.
Yeah. No, it was at the right time. That 2009 feel. That was the Grindhouse trailers, and he got the assignment.
What if they do it with like they did with Grindhouse, and then you've got your back-to-back double feature? You go see Planet Terror 2 with this new something.
Oh, I'm in. Yeah.
You should have been here last week. We're talking about this, booking more Tarantino. I think it'd be awesome to see Planet Terror 2 and then like Pulp Fiction 4. Just skips over part 2 and 3. Jumps right into 4.
It's like an orange juice box and there's no pulp. And it's all fiction.
And they could book it. They could book it like one of those Italian ripoff movies. You know what I mean? And it's like some Italian low budget version of Pulp Fiction, and it's like that's all dubbed, and they're talking about bacon and pancakes and McDonald's.
It's like it's like the needle on the record dropping.
Make sure you tag Quentin in this podcast.
Yeah,
I think we got all kinds of ideas.
He's probably listening right now.
He probably is. He's got to be. So yeah. So I think we're a yay on Planet Terror 2. So good call on that. Yeah. All right. Here's another one. This is a little bit of a deeper cut. Let me pull. I'm going to pull up a date after I give you guys the title. Catherine Bigelow could return to the world of Near Dark. Bill Paxton, Lance Henriksen. What do you guys think? Shout out to my sister-in-law, who that's her uncle.
Who's her uncle?
Bill Paxton?
Lance
Oh.
Henriksen.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's the 1987 horror western. So what do you guys thinking? I mean, that's classic. Bill Paxton. That's when he was just like stealing scenes left and right. Somebody call the sheriff. Bill Paxton stole another scene.
You count me out, man.
Game over, man. Game over. But Near Dark was that too. I mean, he was that gritty Severin vampire. What do you guys think? You want to see that revisited and then get maybe, or just leave it be?
I mean, I don't know how you do it without Bill Paxton.
Yeah,
he's not around anymore. How do you do Near Dark? And Near Dark exists. It's almost like a tone poem that exists. Like it just kind of exists in the moment. It's its own kind of thing.
Yeah.
It doesn't really. It's a vampire movie, and I think if you were to try to link it to another sort of like similar thing, I feel like it's like in the Lost Boys universe, maybe.
It could be in the Lost Boys universe.
But
too much history. Yeah, you got to too much backstory. You got to build it too much. And
without Bill
Paxton,
without Bill Paxton, how do you make Near Dark?
Yeah, I mean, JJ suggested maybe you call Trey and Matt, and you get the deep voodoo. Like you can't pull up a deep fake. That would be tough.
No,
still no.
Yeah, that's still no.
Right, I get it. I mean, it stands alone, and it is a time capsule piece that you can watch that, and it holds up really well. It has that grit. So yeah, I'll vote no on that as well.
You're marking these off, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right. I want to know that.
We got a no, a yes, and a no, right? Because we were no for us. We said nope.
Nope.
Yes to Planet Terror 2, but then nope. Near
Electric
Dark,
Boogaloo.
not near enough. All right, here's going to be an interesting one because it's a little bit more recent. I think this is horror jumps genres a lot. The Babadook is a great monster that demands a return to film. What do you guys think about The Babadook?
Babadook was a fine film. I enjoyed it. Did y'all see it?
Oh yeah, 2014. Yep.
Okay. It was about how she hates her kid, right? I was kind of
yes.
She hates her kid. Yeah.
The Babadook only comes when
you piss me off.
Yeah.
And I had to beat you with a broom. Right. But like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Babadook.
Well, it has the lore, right? So the lore is there, so the Babadook can show up somewhere else for sure. So it's kind of.
You would have to follow the child then.
It has a great title,
and all that.
And that lore is baked in, so it's probably the easiest so far of all the ones we spoke about to go into the sequel. Babadook 2, Electric Boogaloo. I mean, it's an easier.
You'd have to
the sequel.
You'd have to lose some of the seriousness and make Babadook wacky.
I mean, but the word Babadook just sounds funny already.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It can't be like a metaphor for wanting to beat your kid. It has to be like a wacky killer like Freddy Krueger or something, right?
Well, that's a good point. You were talking about this is when you make it wacky, right? Freddy Krueger didn't start with the one-liners till Freddy's Dead, and then really clobbered it home in Dream Warriors.
He kind of had one-liners in the first
Dream
movie.
Warriors.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't think people were ready to laugh at it yet. Where after that, they started cheering for him, I think, in that first one. So they could go that direction with a Babadook. But the Babadook is that new form of horror. To me, it's just like, my son is that gauge, because obviously different generation, and he ended up hating the Babadook because spoiler alert, they killed the dog. Well, not in real life, not the act, but the character dog was killed, and I think that really jolted him.
See, that's I'm talking about, like Negan too.
Yeah,
Walking Dead. As soon as he split open
Glenn,
that I was like,
yeah,
what? All right, I'm dead.
Yeah.
So all right,
a lot of people got hurt with that, but I don't know. But I think Babadook, there's probably room for it because of the lore. But I'd like to see them go a little bit deeper into the lore.
And Hollywood doesn't care.
No, lore, they don't care.
They will put it out.
Yeah. Hey, lore, you don't have to be lore anymore. All right, so are we a maybe on the Babadook sequel? Are we a maybe?
I'm a no on the Babadook sequel. I kind of feel like you'd have to. Oh, look, are you looking at the monitor right now? I kind of look like Bobby Fish at the moment.
Oh, yes, you do.
I got to get you a monitor, Chuckles. You can't see what's going
stash.
on. You can't see it. Sorry.
I need a billless hat, so I stop hitting the mic every time I try to look at the camera.
Dude, you look awesome with a mustache. Look at this. You look like Wyatt Earp.
Oh.
There it is.
Oh my God, that's
there it is.
I like that. That's definitely my dad's 70s cop stash.
Oh, man.
Detective Gretler.
Turn your gun in your badge now.
You know, my dad actually was almost selected to be an NYPD extra when he worked for the NYPD. They were actually hiring real cops, but he actually had to work, so he couldn't. So he had to say no. He had the stash, though. That's
Fungool.
Fungool. I'm Sandra D. All right.
Bro, you should consider it.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it now that I'm
It's
looking
like a
about
muscle.
it. I like it. I need a muscle stash. All right. Next film. Number 6. The disaster that begins Crawl must have affected other characters. Wow. Crawl, speaking of Tarantino, one of his favorite films of that year, is a crazy good film. I think gators are scarier than sharks. In a weird way, sharks are sexy. Gators are gritty, man, and you can't see the water, and everything looks crooked. Sharks are so smooth, and gators are all
they're not even moving. Like
and
sharks are constantly
gnarly,
moving, and the
so-
gator looks like a log you're about to step on.
Yeah, so I saw a gator fighting a turtle on Instagram last week, and it sticks with me forever.
Gator versus turtle.
Gator versus turtle.
How did that work?
Oh, the turtle won. The turtle. Well, I shouldn't say the turtle won. The turtle didn't lose.
The girdle.
The girdle and the turtle and the girdle didn't lose. But yeah, that Crawl. I don't know. Did you see Crawl? I know Mario, you did because you recommended it.
I love Crawl. I completely veto the idea of a sequel.
Are we talking about Crawl
the gator?
The blade?
No. This is about the hurricane that hits and the girl gets trapped in her crawl space with an alligator.
Crawl.
Sorry. Yeah. I got the mush mouth. Mush mouth.
The accent was coming out there. All right. Crawl.
Yeah, so that's the gator gets stuck in the crawl space and she's trapped in the basement and the gator's, because of the water's rising from the hurricane, so she's stuck.
Yeah, dude, watch Crawl at your home theater over there. It's awesome.
2019 Crawl was
Bro, I'm
great.
telling you,
but I don't know.
That's why you come to the podcast for the movie
Seriously,
recommendations.
It's like, and go ahead. And what's next?
So I think I'm with Mario too. I think you got to say no because Jaws 2 was no Jaws 1. I mean, Jaws 2 holds up on its kind of its own thing. But do you go Crawl 2? Come on. Oh, I didn't. I still got the stash.
I mean,
leave it on.
Come on.
Leave it on.
I wish you could see this. Pull up the live on your phone, Chuckles, because this is the only way I can show you. But like, this is spectacular.
Oh yeah.
You need to rock this stash for the next.
Maybe I need to grow that hipster stash. I'd have to go with that. That looks good. Get a little roll there. Oh man, yeah, it is the old school strongman mustache, right? That you'll be on a bottle. It's like eat your amino acids.
Yeah.
So. But yeah, I am going back. I'm voting no on Crawl.
It's a no on Crawl.
Sequel,
I agree across the board.
I mean, they've already you can't get any lower.
That's pretty.
We're already crawling, so what's going to happen after that?
Yeah, it's a great crawler.
More crawling.
More crawling.
Crawled.
More.
Crawls.
All right, this next one's going to be interesting.
With a Z, 2 Z's.
Because recently he announced that he might be coming out of his semi-retirement from directing films. Prince of Darkness is John Carpenter's weirdest horror movie. What are we thinking? Prince of Darkness is the least beloved of John Carpenter's Apocalypse trilogy, which includes The Thing and In the Mouth of Madness. Even so, the 87 original leaves many dangling plot threads that could still be explored.
Who doesn't beloved this movie?
I don't.
I beloved this movie. I own the Shot Factory Blu-ray. This one's great. This one totally needs a sequel.
Okay, yeah.
Saw it in high school, and yeah, I think it needs the reboot.
Well, he was just talking about that he was coming out of retirement to make a film, and here's the thing. He would definitely score his own film, and he would give you that vibe. The Halloween Kills, Halloween Ends trilogy is doing well, and that has a lot to do with John Carpenter putting his magic on there by putting
Jamie Lee Curtis stock went up again.
Yeah, and he puts his magic on there. So if he's going to score it, I'm 100% down for some more Prince of Darkness. Of all Carpenter's films, Prince of Darkness is one of the few for which a sequel would have potential live up to and possibly improve upon the original. If Dayton Gordon Green can make a sequel to the movie as perfect as Halloween 40 years after the original was released, another director could easily pick up 35 years later about the devil living in a jar of goo.
Isn't that what a great premise for a movie? They find the devil in a jar of goo under a church.
Oh, I think it's great. Yeah, I mean, I love Prince of Darkness. And when we went and saw Carpenter live, and that was one of his movies that he played in the back when he was playing the scores, Prince of Darkness was one of them. I mean, it's up there, so that's a yes across the board.
Let's do it.
All right, I'm really curious about this one and what you guys thought, because I had a lot of high expectations for this film, and then when I remember watching it, I don't remember being blown away, but then now I got to go back and revisit it. So Event Horizon was the original Dead Space. Do we want to see Event Horizon? The classic film with Sam Neill and Lawrence Fishburne has recently received belated sequels. Oh, there are other films, Matrix Resurrections and Jurassic World, so why not give them another action epic to pair these two together?
Didn't the ship blow up, though?
I mean,
didn't they or did
Hollywood
it like
blow up? Or
I think
really
their
blow
guts are ripped out of them.
Yeah.
And shot into space and into the sun. And so I don't think there could be a sequel after that.
Yes, I don't know.
Well,
if it's
look what they
possible.
did with Sigourney Weaver in Aliens 3. They
Yes,
took her
right.
DNA and then
I guess if somebody was capturing DNA the whole time, I'd be really surprised.
That's.
But I mean,
Oh,
this
gross!
Is
You're getting DNA
They have-
everywhere. Somebody's capturing all this DNA.
They have banks
This is
for
like
that, guys.
okay. Here's
Come
the
on.
thing: this article was written by a studio executive who's
No.
like, "We own these IPs. What should we try and make? Event Horizon 2? Is that a thing? Is Event Horizon thing a 2? Because it is a culty movie, folks, and it is a good
people
one.
love it. Yeah.
Paul Wes Anderson's best film, probably.
I mean,
But
has it been more than 20, 25 years? Then, you start that with like, it's been
it's the
25
Yeah.
years
Yeah.
since the last filming of the Event Horizon.
Yeah, and plus it doesn't really have any crossover appeal. It's like a culty thing. So I'm going to say no on Event
gonna say
Horizon 2.
no.
I don't think it's a good idea. I'm not going to greenlight it. Oh,
no.
why didn't we start with that?
Oh, damn it! Are we greenlighting it? Damn it! Why'd you come up with that so late?
Just gonna shoot it down.
Those Incredible Studios, we were greenlighting it. So JJ did
Psych.
say Event Horizon has a spiritual successor in Pandorum.
Pandorum. I don't know that one.
Yeah, I don't know that either. We'll have to check. We'll have to hit the.
That one's not registering.
Dos Incredible Tron 3000. Okay, it was the 2009 German-British science fiction horror film with elements of Lovecraftian horror and survival adventure. Okay.
I'm sorry, what?
That's a 20,000. Yeah. Dennis Quaid?
It's a horror movie already, bro.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Norman Reedus. Full circle. That's a callback.
What is
Do
going on?
a shot. Do a shot.
Right?
It's
You guys are 3 for 3 on that one.
yeah. Event Horizon has also been embraced by the Warhammer 40K community as like a prequel. Okay, I mean JJ's voting yes. Like I said, I'm a maybe. I don't remember being blown, but I want to revisit it. Like I feel like my palate has expanded, and I want to go back because I remember really wanting to like this, and I was like, yeah, that was good. And then I remember seeing Ghost Ship, and I'm like, I don't want to see this. And I was like, Ghost Ship was great, but I was like, so maybe I don't know. There's some chocolate in my peanut butter, and I need to flip it
And rub it down.
Yeah.
We're still talking about Event Horizon.
Yeah. Wait, is this call back to the DNA thing?
Quick, you're in a vat of butter. Go.
All right, so I am happy that it took a little bit to finally hit a film that I don't remember watching. Number 3, Oculus left viewers hanging. Oculus. Do we need until its ending, Oculus is a compelling examination of abusive childhoods and cycles of pain. Unfortunately, the movie ends with one of its protagonists headed to jail and the other as a ghost.
Yeah.
Sorry. Spoiler.
I can't comment on Oculus. Never saw it. I don't know.
You also didn't see it.
I'm gonna go.
It sounds like it's not a good idea for a sequel, though.
I feel like was this the WW? I feel like they made a movie with mirrors. Oh, Karen Gillian was in it though, and Katie Sackhoff. All right.
I feel like if you do a sequel, is it Oculuses?
Ocu more or less.
Oculi.
I do. It does have good. I'll give it. It does have good box art. It was 2013 American supernatural psychological horror, co-written and edited by Mike Flanagan.
Oh, the Flanagans, the young Boston lads. Yeah?
They're good kids.
Good lads, good lads. What else did he make? He made some.
He did Dr. Sleep.
Oh, that's what he did. I love Dr. Sleep.
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh,
I
man.
will.
I think it was a little bit more true to the book, and I think it really did still hang in there and honor the original movie. Dr. Sleep was well worth a revisit. Even though they went with booking actors that looked like it.
Just like
they didn't deep fake and they didn't rebook when they should have done that. But
that's what
either
threw
way,
me
but
off.
it was still a great story. So, but yeah. Sorry, we'd have
Right,
nothing
I'll
to say
try
about
that.
Oculus
I'll try
because we
that
didn't
one.
see it. So I guess we're going to say no.
You didn't see it. I see what you did there.
Did not.
It was blurry that day.
Ooh.
And
Everything's so blurry. All right, here's another one that's going to be interesting. This is more of a comedy, but Tucker and Dale are a comedy duo who need to come back. I think-
Absolutely, 100%.
Yeah, that is a
this is the
slam
truest thing ever
dunk,
said.
right?
That is the most underrated horror comedy out there.
Yeah.
Every time, like, it didn't get. I don't know what happened with this movie. The distributor didn't do much with it, but every time I pull it up for somebody on Netflix, they are shocked and amazed at how wonderful this movie is.
How good it is, right?
It's almost perfect. It's almost perfect.
Yeah.
So rewatchable, so moving, so hilarious. This is one of the greatest movies of all time.
Oh, I like it. Quoted here first, ladies and gentlemen. One of the greatest of all time.
If you do a part 2, it's a tall order, but I would like to see it.
I'd like to see it. I mean, if you can make a sequel to Harold and Kumar, you can make a sequel to Tucker and Dale and do it in like 3D, add the gimmick to it.
Right.
I'm a big fan of, what was he? So I think the casting is great. Like both Tucker and Dale are great actors. They were making some
Alan
good
Tudyk.
stuff. Yeah, Alan Tudyk is in it. Oh man, they're only showing his face.
Charles, have you seen this one?
Tucker and Dale have not.
You have not.
I haven't.
That's the one you should
Oh my
watch
God, I
first.
can't- you haven't seen
I'm
that?
adding to the list.
Watch that first before anything we said tonight.
Dude, this is an absolute slam.
This is
a slam dunk for you.
This
I'm
is like
shocked
this
you
is
see it.
like the best, the greatest of all time.
It did say this is why I come to the podcast so I can get all the skinny on what I should be watching.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't think of the name of the show that got. Was it Millennium? No, Millennium was in there. Oh, look at that. There's a Lance callback. There was another one that he played like it was against evil. Oh man, I can't find it. I'll have to do. Anyway, but yeah, I vote 100% yes on this. I think this is one of the ones that it would actually, as great as the original is, I think this would make this needs to go to the theaters, and I think it would do bonkers.
And you could take it further. You could top it.
Yeah, I think you can. I
You
think
could
you
top
can.
it.
And that's hard because it was great. I mean, everything about this worked really well. So this is
These college kids just killing themselves. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
That's a hard yes for me for sure. So
Okay, yes, do
All
that.
Chuck.
Greenlight it.
Greenlit. Yes, we have just
Greenlit.
greenlit it. So, all right, last one, the number one list on the top 10 horror movies that are begging for a sequel. Attack the Block would return John Boyega to the role that made
yes,
him
that
famous.
is, that is an easy
Yeah,
yes,
okay.
bro.
Yeah.
Yo,
This
that's
list
an
turned out
easy
to
yes,
be
bro.
worthwhile
Yo, big
after
shout
all.
out to the West Side, bro.
Believe.
Yo, you should have seen Believe, bro.
So here's the thing. Rumors of a sequel to the 2011 Invasion film have been swirling for years, but not much since have come from them. But his busy schedule, while that might be delayed. But this is another one that now he is the name and the face that he's going to put above the line, and you're going to get more people. And then you're going to get people that never seen it that are going to go back and watch it. I'd go for a double bill on this.
Yes.
Double bill this one with the intermission, and I would 100% go see this one.
Anytime that movie's on, dude, I'm like, I'm not changing the channel. It's like I'm watching.
Yeah,
it.
you can't
Oh,
stop.
Attack the Block is wonderful. Yeah.
Oh, man. That would
Yeah,
be so
I'll take
good.
an Attack the Block sequel with all new kids.
Yes.
New problems. New
Oh, yeah.
social issues.
Right? Yep. And then, I mean, they could even regurgitate the creatures falling down, and then they have to do their, history lesson, and we're like, didn't this happen, 10, 15 years ago? Like, yeah, keep that one going.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. So we're just so we can keep the gimmick alive, I'm going to just read the titles, and you're going to say what, Green Light or Development Hell? How's that sound? All right, here we go. And I'll start with Mario, and then we'll go for Chuck. All right, here we go. Number 10, Us. Mario,
What is the options again?
Green Light or Development Hell?
Development Hell.
Charlie?
Development Hell.
All right. And I am saying Development Hell. Planet Terror 2.
Development Hell.
Really?
Green light.
Yeah, I just can't.
Green light.
Just don't think I could do it. I just don't. I don't. Like, again,
You can't do it, or they
Machete
can't
2.
do it?
Machete 2 says we can't do it.
All right.
I still don't know what you're talking about, Vato. You gotta listen to your heart. Okay, listen. Good.
You're giving me so much great social media stuff. All right. Number 8, Mario, Near Dark.
Development Hell. Can't happen without Bill Paxton. You want to do a deep fake? I think that's disrespectful.
And that's spitting on the man's grave.
Yes.
Yeah.
Development Hell for me as well on Near Dark.
Watch Near Dark. Find a tape. The rights are mixed up. It's hard to get, but you can get it if you try.
Yeah.
You don't need a sequel.
And
You
just
don't need a
enjoy it.
prequel
Yeah,
or
just watch the original.
A reboot. Watch the original.
Agreed. All right, Mario, The Babadook.
Development Hell.
Nope.
Actually, Green Light.
Green lit.
Let's green light that. We get a wacky Babadook with one-liners. He's taking you out. You know what I mean? Maybe he has different hats.
He's got different
Let's
hats.
see what hat the Babadook's wearing today.
Charlie,
Wacky
what-
Babadook drops a one-liner as he kills you.
I like it.
That's my pitch.
Yeah, you can animate him. Charlie, what do you got for the Babadook?
I'm gonna go ahead and I can't. It's
No, Development Hell.
Yeah,
I'm not. I was not unsure, but I think Mario got me the green light because I want to see Babadook 2, the Babadookie Doo.
Babadook 2, the number 2. Like it focuses on,
All right,
I don't know.
that's great.
That's a little deep.
All right, number 6, Crawl.
No. Development Hell. You just can't. You can't repeat Crawl. It's special. It only exists. It's like the Blues Brothers. It only happened in that time and place. So
Oh man, it was magical. Blues Brothers 2000. Ooh, zombie dances.
Yeah, just from your
Development Hell?
just for your description.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
that's all right. Number 5, John Carpenter's Prince of Darkness.
Yeah, Green Light.
Green light.
I think that movie needs a sequel. John Carpenter needs to get booked.
Yeah, he's ready too.
Don't let him
John
direct. He
Carpenter,
probably shouldn't direct, but book him.
Yeah.
Let him be Let him put in front of the monitor, make him producer,
Give him
whatever.
like
Let him do the
great-
score.
make
That
him work
poster
with make him
has-
work with J.J. Abrams.
Oh,
then-
no,
and
no,
then
no.
they put together.
What
him.
great artwork. The Prince of Darkness, that poster. Oof. That was just that a green light alone. Green light. Green
I
light.
green light that one.
I know it
Yes.
sounds like
About it.
green light.
Red light.
Squid Games.
Oh yeah.
All right, number 4, Event Horizon.
Nobody would want to watch it.
No.
Development Hell.
Development Hell for all.
You
the way
could
across the
try, but it's just I don't feel it's a strong enough IP to draw any folks in. It's more of a culty thing, and the culty
is a
folks are
cult.
going to hate your new version.
board. Yeah, that's true. Good point. Development Hell.
Development Hell.
All right. Oculus.
I don't see that moving
No.
any further. You
And Mario,
Just disconnect from Oculus.
you know what?
Unplug from Oculus.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna.
Xbox log out.
Oh, we finally got the
Xbox
mustache on
log out.
Chuckles.
Yeah, there we go.
It wasn't
Oh,
working
nice.
before.
Now
Your
it's
mustache
working.
was too strong,
Damn.
and it would repel any other.
your stash was too powerful.
Your stash too strong. I have been conditioning lately.
Well, I'm going with a swerve. I want to see Oculus, but I want you to call it Oculus 2, Oculus Rift, and I want it to be VR. There's my swerve. Just to do something a little different.
You're an idiot. Damn. I want it to be
All right.
RRR. Nice, buddy.
I think we got something a little different. I think we got, this is going to be unanimous. Tucker and Dale versus Evil. I think we got green lights across the board on this one.
I gotta
Green
watch
lights
it first,
across the board.
but
Make 2.
from
Book a
y'all's-
trilogy for
Book a
us.
trilogy.
By
all right.
osmosis, I feel it.
Oh, dude.
I feel like
I
I'll
thought
watch
when
it.
I really literally thought you were going to do the cartoon, you just ate something hot and your top was going to, and your tongue was come out. I thought this is how much you are going to love this
Okay.
movie.
Okay.
Out of all the ones that you're writing down, this is ASAP for you.
So I mean, the
ASAP.
night we talked about RRR, I went home and watched RRR. So
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah,
This is-
tonight watch Tucker and Dale.
all right.
Yeah,
I'll
Tucker
rinse and
and Dale.
repeat.
You have a wonderful home theater, by the way. What an amazing.
Oh, yeah, you
You've
do.
done. You've achieved a lot. That's
It's-
awesome. That's like a dream theater.
It's like an Amazon setup.
Yeah.
It's like, what side of the room you gonna put it on?
That's right. No, it looks good. All right, and Charlie, since you're our guest and you're going to do a great impression because I want something for social, I'm going to give you the first shot at green lighting Attack the Block. Pitch that Attack the Block as a green light.
Yeah, bruv. Big up to Northside. You gotta do green light that ish, man. Do it.
Fun fact, did you know the monsters on Attack the Block were based on Space Invaders? The Space Invaders stand-up cabinet?
They did look very
Oh,
Space
really? Oh, it does look like that.
Very prickly on the top. And then,
You can see them right there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic. What a good grab.
Yeah.
That's some great... Oh,
Wow.
yeah. Oh, man.
Dude.
Oh, that gave me chills.
Space Invaders.
Yeah, it's all
man.
based
Way
on
back
it's
now.
based on the Space Invaders cabinet.
Oh, that's great.
Because they're from space and they're invading.
Oh, yeah, I can't even try. Oh, man, I can't even try to do a thing because I just keep going to regular voice. But, yeah, that would be great to get that Space Invaders cabinet. So, all right. Thank you to our friends at CBR. Thank you. That was a good article. Thank you, Peter, for sharing that and retweet it out. But let us know. What do you want to know? What
I have
horror
one
movie?
more.
Yeah,
I
you
have
got
one-
one more.
Oh, I love honorable mention. Let's do it.
And I'm actually writing it.
Oh,
The Talented Mr. Ripley.
oh, all right. Pitch us on that. I'm so just like years later, or
Oh, it's years later, and yeah. All right, wait. I mean, I don't know if we have time. I could.
yeah, no, do it, dude. We
I
got
could
all the
read
time.
something. Let's see.
We have all kinds of time.
Yeah, we got all kinds of time. Oh, who's ringing?
Who's ringing?
Wait, is that the studio telling us to get? No, you don't. You don't have all kinds of time. Get off.
You do not.
YouTube, is that you?
Talented Mr. Ripley 2: The Reckoning. I'm open to a different title. So
Okay.
It's been 25 years and Tom hasn't forgotten about Meredith. Still in love with her, and to close the loop, he travels to New York for the funeral of her father that he's learned about on the internet. The all-original cast of Survivors returns. Gwyneth Paltrow hasn't forgotten about Tom and knows that he did kill all those people back in Italy 25 years ago. Matt Damon, or someone else, is Mr. Ripley. He's now living in New York. Gwenny thinks that she spots him at her father's funeral. Then on the ski slopes in the Poconos, this is all filmed in New York, by the way.
I love it.
It's-
No, I'm-
It's all cold weather, snow fucking everywhere, just like, sorry. I was trying to pitch it like Tarantino. It's gonna be great. You want to be in the scene? You totally want it.
got to do.
All right, just look me in the eyes and tell me you can do it. Then on the ski slopes in the Poconos, and again at a gala event for some rich somebody. Parentheses, new drug company, something technology, right? Because it's advanced 25 years, something like that. So he looks slightly different because of an age, but she knows it's him. She does the sleuthing of where he's been and who he is now, and gets a good trail leading back to evidence in Rome. Eventually, they square off in Times Square, or the Statue of Liberty, or fucking Staten Island.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Some of us on a ferry.
Yeah, on a ferry.
We got the ferry.
We got the boat.
We line up the ferry.
Yes.
We get the boat.
We're back on the water, baby.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we're gonna get wet.
Or at the Met, right? They're at the Met at some gala, or an opera. Niagara Falls, maybe. It all takes place in the Poconos, again, snowy weather.
Oh, beautiful.
Scene one.
Dude, you're creating a vibe here.
Tom
I'm
is in
feeling it.
Venice. Roma television is on. News in the background. There's a tight camera shot of a cup of coffee or tea still steaming. Maybe a burning cigarette. Background noise as someone in the kitchen finishing cooking breakfast. Quote, Tom. And then the newscast on the TV is the death scene of Marge's father. And I'll just leave it at that. I've got a scene 2 already that I've started.
Yeah, no.
with him, so.
You set the vibe. I mean, I don't know, just going to the Poconos
That's what
and
I would
feeling
go.
that Niagara Falls. That's
And
great.
it's been years later too. I was like, I want that, like, the over the shoulder. It's Tom watching the funeral, and then the zoom.
That's beautiful. No,
and then cut the
I
black.
dig
So
it. I dig it. Thank you for that. I did not expect
I've
that
never
swerve.
noticed that.
I wasn't even wearing the shirt that said
I don't
"swerve
even
me,"
share
but
that
you
with
swerved
anybody,
us and you did that. So now we gotta make it a whole gimmick. So Mario, we need you to pitch what would be your honorable mentions of a horror sequel that you want to see.
A horror sequel that I would want to see.
Yeah.
Oh man. I wasn't prepared for this.
Oh, you got
Sorry.
the Brett the Hitman Howard sunglasses. I got one if you want to think about yours. If you want to
tell me yours and think about it for a
spot.
second.
All right, so JJ did say that's a tough one. He might need to see some Matrix horror movies if we're looking at swerves, which could be really good. I mean, that whole swarm mode, and I know you guys aren't fans of that latest Matrix, but that swarm mode was sick fun.
And the fourth one?
Yeah, the one that just came out.
Okay.
So yeah, that's ripe for horror for sure. So I'd like to do this, but I'm gonna go a little bit. I'm gonna go back to the late '90s. So the whole thing about remakes and sequels are supposed to be either if they weren't done well, or if they just didn't catch the audience for whatever reason, because back then that's when they canceled shows for fun. So I'm pulling out one deep, and it's a TV series that I want to see as a film. One of my most favorite shows of all time, and it's called Brimstone. And it has Peter Horton, which you may recognize from like a 90s show, but John Glover. John Glover plays the devil better than like top 5 devil ever filmed on there. You know him from Batman, so... but Peter Horton, I think he was on like, what was the name? He was like a soap opera actor. But let me give you the picture of what the show is about and why I love this show. It was an American television series that only aired for one partial season on Fox during 98-99 American television season. It featured a dead police detective whose mission, as assigned by the devil, is to return to the hell 113 souls have escaped from Earth. So he went to hell because he killed the guy who either raped or murdered his wife. So he got revenge, and then when he died, he went to hell. So the devil's giving him a deal. There was a breakout. There's 100. I need you to use your detective skills to round up these 113 souls that have escaped. And I was like, every episode was going to be a freak of the week, but you were going to draw out because each one of them each one of the demons that escaped had different powers. And there was even some fan fiction later on that went back and like this type of demon, like this demon works at CVS and he's an asshole to all the customers and I can't break this guy. But then you got the ones that were like, depending on the different crime they created to good and hell, when they went back to Earth, when they escaped, obviously they were trying to revisit that. So it had a little bit of a horror version of Quantum Leap, where you're jumping into these different stories in there. And this show was great. It was so great. So Zeke Stone was the name of the cop. He said his wife was raped, so he killed him, and then that's why he went to hell. 15 years later, a breakout from hell occurs, led by 4,000-year-old Canaanite priestess named Ashur. The devil explains that over centuries, a few souls have escaped and presumably returned to hell, but nothing of this magnitude, which included the 113 souls. Because the devil is largely powerless on Earth, he makes a deal with Stone to return to Earth to track down those demons. And the only way he can take them out is he had to destroy the eyes, because that was windows to the soul. So whether he shot the eyes, stabbed the eyes, and then they would go back to hell. So I want to see that as a film, but I want to see it. It was a TV series on Fox, so they didn't get as dark, but I want to see it get even darker. That's what I want to see.
It was on Fox, and it wasn't.
It was on Fox, yeah, and Fox was canceling stuff for fun back then.
Brimstone.
So, Brimstone. That's my pitch. So Mario, all right, we're almost at 3 hours. We got 10 minutes, so I'm going to give you the final word on the honorable mention of the horror sequel that you would like to see.
The horror sequel I would like to see is actually not a sequel. Well, it is a sequel, but it is. I think I would like this to fall under the current trend of a sequel boot.
Oh yes, okay.
Where it ignores the majority of its sequels and is just a direct sequel to the original.
Okay.
This is what I would like to see. Tremors.
Bruh.
2022.
Oh yeah.
Bruh. Okay.
Tremors 2022.
And let's just forget about all the other. Oh man, what happened?
Oh, Podcat.
Kitty.
Podcat. We just ignore all the other sequels with Michael Gross, the guy from Family Ties.
Yeah. And Reba No, she was in the first one too.
Fred Ward has passed, unfortunately.
Remo Williams.
The adventure begins.
6 degrees to Kevin
He's
Bacon.
gone, but I think now that he's gone, could be a perfect opportunity we do a prequel boot where Kevin Bacon character goes to get his ashes or something.
Oh yeah, but he got his.
You hear me, Hollywood writers?
Yeah.
He goes to get his ashes or something, and then we have another Tremors.
It's
adventure.
after Footloose.
Tremors.
It's like all after Footloose.
I think
it's all that
great.
dancing y'all were doing, and you done stirred up these tremor worms.
Let's dance on high ground because there's worms and shit. I like that. I think,
and then freeze. You gotta get stoked in the air.
Yeah,
Tremors.
I think that would be. Yeah, I think that would be really good.
But yeah, why wouldn't you have my? Yeah, tell me, Kitty. That's right, Kitty.
Podcat.
She says no to Tremors.
She said
Tremors.
No.
Tremors is a prequel boot. That's what That's
Do
my
we get
vote.
the vote on that?
Yeah, let's. So
I'm green
Brimstone, Talented Mr. Ripley, and Tremors 2. I think all get a green light.
Not
across
Tremors
the board.
2, just Tremors,
Just
and it's
right,
2022.
Oh, like they did
Predator.
with Scream.
Yeah.
The Predator.
Oh
yeah.
yes, or Prey.
I feel you.
Yeah, I'm down with that because I can see them booking somebody to be Fred Ward's daughter and have a good chemistry with Kevin Bacon. I'd like to see Kevin Bacon in there.
Pardon my French.
Yeah, I don't think Michael Gross, did he pass R.I.P. or is he
No,
still
Michael
around?
Gross is still alive.
He's still.
But
Reba
Fred Ward is gone.
McIntyre still around too?
I believe she's around.
Just hanging out with Michael.
Victor
Fox.
Wong is no longer around.
Oh yeah, that's right, Victor Wong.
But you can book an entirely new.
Victor Wong. This is my Victor Wong. Oh, he's so good.
Oh man.
Leave
All right.
Jack Burton alone.
Yeah. All right. Well, what do you think, fellas? That's good. We had movies. We got beer. I mean, we covered
Feel it.
everything. Kayfabe content.
Man.
We have AEWs going on. There's some surprises that may not involve a broom, but we got Kayfabe content, our high spots, and culture pops.
That
and
T-shirt
weird
looks
birds.
cool though. I want that T-shirt y'all got going.
Yeah, we got some swag that's gonna.
We're
be
gonna
coming.
have merch.
Yeah,
folks.
we got merch coming. Merch is coming soon.
We'll get at
so
least
yeah,
one
we'll
or
get to
two
that.
versions of everything, so JJ can get them.
Yeah. So, Murray, I think the only way to end this, since we got Quentin Tarantino's next great hit, the 10th one, is I'll get all three of us on there, and then I think we freeze the shot, Flash Gordon style. Can we
All
do
right.
that?
Okay.
Let's try it. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Yeah!